greatest of all teachers and giver of love, hope, faith, and wisdom, look upon your children, the teachers, learners, parents, guardians, and out-of-school youth and adults. We humbly ask for your mercy and forgiveness. Guide us to the right path. May our efforts be blessed with insights and understanding, wisdom and respect for all. Bless us with patience, for the path of learning is never easy. Bless our commitment to keep on learning new knowledge and experiences. Let your light shine upon us as we make our world a better place to live in. Amen.
Magandang araw! April Marquez po, ang inyong pretty ate sa EdTech Unit. Alam ba ninyo na may webinar o online training session ng EdTech Unit tuwing Sabado? Ang araw na ito ay nakalaan para sa ating mga mahal na kaguruan upang turuan sila ng mga bagong kaalaman at kakayahan sa paggamit ng makabagong software at applications para sa pinaka-epektibong paraan at lubos mapagpusay ang kanilang paraan ng pagtuturo. This is also a refresher session for our beloved teachers to enhance their skills in technology. Every Saturday, we will conduct webinar sessions for teachers about the use, advantages, and relevance of different blended learning software applications. Ang webinar seryeng ito ay magsisimula ng alas 9 ng umaga hanggang alas 12 ng tanghali para sa morning session. Magsisimula naman ng alauna at magtatapos ng alas 4 ng hapon ang afternoon session. You can watch us in our Deped EdTech Unit Facebook page, Educational Technology Unit YouTube channel, Deped Tayo and Deped Philippines. Kita-kits tayo tuwing Sabado!
Cognizant to the needs of our learners, parents, and teachers, the Department of Education provided us with powerful tools for productivity that will allow us to foster critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, communication and collaboration skills to be compassionate, responsible global citizens. Join us and discover new ideas in our series of professional development training program with the ICTS EdTech Unit and Microsoft Education Philippines. Together, we will equip our learners and empower our fellow educators for a dynamic future. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad.
Hello and great morning to our fellow educators, to our dear learners, and especially our even our invited parents and our guests from abroad. We are very fortunate to have our session this Saturday because kahit na Sabado, ayan tutor Mac, nag-English ka na today kasi I need to speak in the language, the international language, because later on we will have a special guest to share with us this wonderful and amazing tools that our educators will and can be used in our respective classrooms. So once again, I am Mark Anthony Hamisal, your tutor Madge. So this is not our regular Itulay online tutorial, but today is Saturday and we are very grateful that you're here and joining us in our My Tech Talks webinar session. So this is a kick-off of our series of webinar trainings brought to you by the EdTech Unit and the Microsoft Education Philippines. So I'll be with my kapatid, Kap Glenny. He will be joining me as one of the hosts for today's session. Sir Glenny, are you still there? Kanina, nandito ka kanina. Ayan, so walang iwanan. So before we begin, I'd like to greet our educators from Camarines Sur, Ma'am Rizalina Renton, from Bulacan, Manilin Mempin, and from Mekawayan, Bulacan, Ma'am Rain Malyari, And yes, good morning Ma'am Joy Salazar. Hello po and good morning po sa ating mga kapatid dyan na nasa Baguio din. Ingat kayo palagi. And from the Division of Davao Region 11, good morning from Taquibato National High School. Ayan. And from Surigao del Sur, so from north to south, so talagang very complete ang ating attendance for today. So again, I would like to welcome you to our kick-off for our month-long webinar session, a professional development program. And again, this is for everyone. So everyone can join. So ayan, so I know that Sir Glenn is very excited to join us this morning. Unfortunately, similar sa mga ating mga na-experience during a meeting or a webinar, yeah, Sir Glenny, parang kanta to ni Sarah. Ikot-ikot lang, ikot-ikot lang ay yung internet connection. Kanina when we're doing the testing, okay na okay pa yung connection ni Cap Glenny. So later on, sana maging okay pa ang inyong internet connection. Pero syempre may pang backup tayo dahil kasama ko this morning din ang isa rin sa ating speakers na pakakasama natin later on. Si Sir Michael Morelia from SDO Pasig. Good morning, Sir Michael. Can you join me sa ating webinar this morning? Ayan, syempre, ayan na.
Ayan.
Thank you so much.
So, narinig ba ako, Kap?
Yes, loud and clear, Kap.
Okay, so ayan, so allow me to greet every one of you sa lahat ng mga teachers at mga learners and of course sa ating iba't ibang mga stakeholders na naka-tune in sa atin Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and of course yung mga friends natin overseas. Ayan, so gusto ko lang batiin syempre kasama rin natin Mark and Sir Glenn, yung ating mga kaalon sa buong Pilipinas, syempre yung mga ambassadors natin sa Wakelet. Ayan, so hello po sa inyo lahat and of course sa ating very special guest na makakasama at very excited na makilala sila. First time nilang makaka-join dito sa ating webinar.
Yes, Sir Mike, syempre we all know that Filipinos are very welcoming, very hospitable, well-known tayo dyan pagdating sa may mga visitors tayo or may bisita, special na bisita. Kap Glenny, kaya today? Kumusta? Kumusta ang Cebu? Kap Lenny. Ayan, so talagang struggle is real talaga. Pero kanina okay si Kap Lenny. Ayan, so anyway, Sir Mike.
So Cebu is waving at Wakelet. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, Kap.
Kap Lenny, may delay. Anyway, so nangyayari talaga yan, Sir Mike, no? Yung mga internet connection delay na yan. And again, kaya yan, Kap. Laban lang. Tayo mga guro talagang kapit lang lumalaban talaga sa mga challenges natin. Lalo na ngayon nga na this na-experience natin na internet connectivity ay parang nagiging normal na, Sir Mike. Sa normal na sa Filipinos na, anyway. Basta, Kap Lenny, kung nasaan ka man, dito kami para sa iyo. Huh? Support ka namin, Kap. So before we begin our session this morning, syempre mag-share muna ako, Kap. Kamusta na ang ating mga guro? Kamusta na kaya sila?
Ayan. So basically kami dito sa Pasig City, we are now, of course, sa buong Pilipinas, we are now on our third quarter. Ayan. Ilang linggo na lang ay matatapos na ang ating third quarter at papasok na tayo sa pinaka-last quarter natin. So itong mga buwan na to, ito yung mga crucial months, mga crucial days sa ating school year kasi ito na yung panahon kung saan yung mga bata natin naghahabol na sa pagpasa ng mga requirements. Ayan, yung mga teachers din ready, nagiging busy na rin sila sa iba't ibang mga webinars. And of course, yung iba't ibang yung sa ating mga paperworks dito sa ating Deped.
Exactly. So talagang damang-dama natin din yung mga workload at saka yung mga challenges. And at the same time, pilit na kinakaya at nilalabanan lahat ng mga tasks na binibigay sa atin. Pero syempre, that's part of our role, and part of our job. And sabi ko nga yesterday, ay lagi natin naririnig ang para sa bata, para sa bayan, para sa guro. Sana isipin din natin yung para sa iyo, para sa atin. That's self-care. Kaya ngayon na-share ko sa ating mga teachers sa isang event ng mga graduate students at talagang very productive naman ang kanilang webinar at very thankful ako na naging parte ng kanilang webinar. So as mentioned, Kap Mike, I'll be sharing a short lang about the Office 365. Kumusta na ang paggamit ng ating mga teachers ng Office 365? So I know may mga mangilan-ngilan pa rin tayo mga teachers na hindi pa nila na fully maximize ang kanilang Office 365 accounts. So you can message us kung meron kayong mga questions, and next week meron tayong MEA hotline na kung saan you can ask your questions regarding your Microsoft or your Office 365 accounts. Or you can also PM or private message our Microsoft Education Ambassadors and our kahit ako po, no, i-mention, pwede niyo po akong i-message if you have any concerns with your Office 365. Pero sabi nga natin, Kap Mike, karamihan nga ay yung mga lost na passwords or yung accounts na kung saan ang mas kailangan or mas direct na kailangan mapupuntahan ninyo or point person ninyo is your ITO, kung ano yung sa inyo sa school ninyo, your school ICT coordinator, na i-report niya sa inyong ITO officer sa division. Tama, Kap Mike?
Yes, and of course, Kap Maj, of course, yung ating mga ambassadors, sabi mo nga kanina, of course, to help yung ating mga educators, yung ating mga learners, and other stakeholders, since we have now Office 365 account for our teachers and students. So nandito yung mga kapatid nating mga ambassadors sa Microsoft para tulungan yung bawat schools about regions and divisions sa buong Pilipinas para talaga fully maximize at magamit talaga itong Office 365 for their teaching and learning, especially now that we are in the pandemic period.
Exactly, Kap Mike. And with that also, dahil from the workplace ay nag-transition na tayo in using Microsoft Teams. That is why may mga series of trainings din tayo for our officers, for our non-teaching and teaching employees natin or for workforce natin sa Deped. And also, meron din tayong programa na gamification wherein yung Minecraft na application ay ini-introduce din natin. Although, marami-rami na rin mga schools ang gumagamit ng Minecraft, including your school, right, Kap Mike?
Yes, so we are now part of the pilot divisions ng Minecraft Education Edition. And what's good thing about Office 365 Cup is that napakadaming mga edtech tools na available at hindi pa na-discover ng mga teachers natin and student. And this time, ngayong araw na to, merong tayong ituturo na isa sa mga edtech tools na nasa loob ng ating Office 365.
Yes, Kap Mike. I know excited na yung ating mga teachers dyan. But before that, I highly encourage yung mga first-timer pa lang po na mag-tune in at mag-join ng ating webinar for Microsoft. You may also enjoy the free courses and resources and mga materials na magagamit ninyo sa inyong respective na classroom, and it's for free. So we are highly encouraging our educators to log in to education.microsoft.com wherein you can teach and learn where you are with Office 365. So open nyo lang po yan. So ito yung ating user interface kapag nag-log in kayo through your phone or through your laptop. Ayan po, it's education.microsoft.com. So it has a lot of courses available, lesson materials, and na talagang you can use and yung mga best practices na pwede ninyong i-apply. No? And at the same time, ay nag-aaral ka na, ay may nakukuha ka pang mga badges or mga training badges. And yun yung kagandahan doon. Di ba, Kap Mike?
Yes, talagang ito yung portal natin for educators, and this is 100% free, walang bayad. Ayan, this is for continuous professional development ng mga teachers. No, hindi lang ito about Microsoft products or Microsoft tools. So you can also see yung mga courses dito for pedagogies, yung mga 21st century skills, and other platforms na magagamit talaga ng mga teachers ngayon sa ating hybrid learning.
Exactly. So talagang hindi lang siya more on the tech side, meron din for pedagogies and iba't iba pang mga skills na magagamit ng teachers. So ibig sabihin, hindi lamang po ito for Deped teachers, kahit yung mga nag-aaral pa lang na maging isang educator, ay welcome na welcome kayo to join this community. So with that, I highly encourage din po, no, ang tabayanan, dahil nga mention ko kanina na meron tayong mga Microsoft Education Ambassadors for our fellow educators. Abangan po ang next na announcement po ng ating Microsoft team kung kailan po mag-open ang nominations for the MEAs. Kap Mike, kung may share mo nga ang iyong MEA, ng very quick lang, kailan ka nag-start at paano mo ano yung feeling, ano yung na-experience mo as Microsoft Education Ambassador?
Okay, so basically I started in the program in 2014. And then I graduated dun sa program in 2015. So naging ambassador ako ng 2015. And then tuloy-tuloy na yon. So what's good thing about this program is talagang continuous professional siya. So we will be engaged not only in Microsoft tools but in different skills na kailangan talaga ng mga teachers at napakadaming opportunities na binibigay si Microsoft Education sa mga educators natin. So natututo ka na, yung competence mo sa teacher is tumataas, and of course, nakakatulong ka din dun sa mga kapwa nating educators and of course, sa learners natin nationwide.
Yeah, so maraming salamat Sir Mike for sharing that experience. And also, meron din tayong international recognition na kung saan we recognize also our Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert. Diba, Sir Mike?
Okay, so this program naman is an MIX. This is an international program of Microsoft wherein we can get, so once na ma-recognize ka as an MIE, so you will be get some of the freebies, yung mga freemium accounts for a year ng mga ibang mga edtech tools na pwede natin magamit sa classroom natin. Napakadaming opportunities hindi lamang sa Pilipinas and maging sa mga iba't ibang mga international webinars and events ni Microsoft and other partners. So maganda siyang program kasi talagang continuous learnings ng mga teachers dito. And of course, libre. Libre yung pagpasok dito sa program na ito.
Yes, Kap Mike. So with that, talagang ang opening nito ay from May to July 15. It's a self-nomination na kailangan paghandaan ng ating mga teachers na who are willing and would like to share ano ba yung mga naging success stories nila, ano ba yung mga na-conduct nila ng trainings, ano sila as edtech din sa school, paano nila na-share yung mga hindi lamang po mga Microsoft tools, also yung mga software applications na talagang nakapagbigay ng tulong, at the same time nag-transform how our teachers are able to teach and connect with our learners.
Okay, so basically yung hinahanap siya ni Microsoft dito sa program ito is yung mga self-driven. Self-driven natin mga educators na willing to help others, willing to use the innovation at technology na ino-offer ni Microsoft para, of course, for now to adapt dun sa new normal na tinatawag natin. So sa mga educators natin all over the Philippines na gustong na nagkailangan ng i-mentor, if you need mentorship dito sa program na to para siguradong maipasa ito sa program na to, so just let us know and then we are very much willing to help you, to mentor you para makapasok tayo dito sa program.
Yes, speaking of mentorship, isa rin yan talaga, Kap Mike, na importante sa ating mga teachers. Dahil alam naman natin that our teachers are very much willing to learn new tech and new tools na magagamit nila. So that is why nandito po ang inyong mga kapatid, ang inyong mga Microsoft Education Ambassadors. So pansinin niyo po mga kapatid, kasi yung po yung tawagan sa MEA, Kap. Kaya Kap Mike, Kap Madge, Kap kapag narinig niyo sa MEA. Nung ako rin first time, bakit kaya ganun tawagan nila? So yung pala, yun yung term parang hindi lang endearment, but term na mga kapatid, mga brother. So yun po yung natin, mga magkakapatid na nagtutulungan sa Microsoft Education Ambassadors na halimbawa sa division nila, may training, ayun, sama-sama at nagtutulungan yung mga MEA. So kung first time niyo po marinig ang Microsoft Education Ambassadors, PM niyo po ako, meron akong Facebook page, Tutor Madge, kung kayo ay may questions, so gusto niyo na ma-invite din po ang mga fellow MEAs natin sa inyong webinars or sa inyong trainings, they're just a PM away. Kap Mike, ikaw naman?
Ayan, of course. Ayan, so aside from MEA, aside from MIE program, so napakadami pang ino-offer ni Microsoft, and then yung mga partners edtech tools nila. So again, nandito lang yung marami tayong mga magagandang tools na pwedeng magamit, especially using our Office 365. So napakadami niyan. So nandito yung mga kasamahan natin, yung mga kapatid natin sa Microsoft and other platforms na handang tumulong sa ating mga educators. So if you want to have a webinar, if you want to have a mentorship and coaching, so just let us know, and then madali naman kaming mahanap sa Facebook kagaya na sinabi ni Sir Madge. You can reach out in our social media account, and then in just one message, ayan, masasagot natin, pag-usapan natin kung paano makakatulong kami sa mga programs nyo in different or respective schools.
Yes, thank you, Kap Mike. So talagang very helpful, talaga very supportive ang inyong mga ating mga Microsoft Education Ambassadors. And of course, tayo mga kaguruan sa Deped, tulong-tulong tayo, bayanihan nga. Katulad na itong programa natin na Itulay Online Tutorial na talagang nagpapakita kung paano nagtutulungan at nagbabayanihan ng ating mga guro. Lalo na at saludo tayo sa ating mga tutor volunteers na bahagi nito ng Itulay. At of course, ating mga teachers din na sumusuporta ng buong buo sa programa ng EdTech Unit, lalo na sa ating Itulay Online Tutorial at sa ating ding Deped TV. So nakikita ninyo, may bago tayong partner ngayon, Mike, no? Ang Itulay and the Wakelet. Yes, at yun ang ating aabangan ngayong umaga. So ano ba si Wakelet? But before that, Mike, share ko lang ang ating code for the training code natin for the past month natin na ating webinars about Microsoft PowerPoint the last month. You can log in, you can, once you create your account sa education.microsoft.com ay ilog in lamang po itong code na to and you will receive your other additional certificate po once you downloaded po itong ating code. Okay? And this is for our participants then, nga again, for our last month, February training, which is our Microsoft PowerPoint and other Office 365 account. And again, yung ating to be MIEE is paano tayo mag-apply to become a Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert soon, no? Sa ating mga succeeding pa na webinars. We will discuss that. All right, so let's proceed na, Mike, sa talagang inaabangan natin at talagang focus ng ating session this morning. Alright, so to introduce our speaker is, sabi ko kanina ako, parang nag-rattle ako bigla. Sabi ko, kasi kailangan, sabi ni Sir Mike, duduguin tayo kasi kailangan mag-English daw. Anyway, so kaya natin to. First, diba, Mike? Ang ating kita, hindi naman iba sa atin dahil naging part na siya last webinar natin. So to introduce our speakers this morning, ay hindi lang isa, kundi dalawa. So they will be joining us all the way from the United Kingdom, the head of community of Wakelet and the founder and CEO of Wakelet. So the head of community Wakelet, Sir James Davis, and the founder and CEO of Wakelet, Sir James and Jamie. Good morning.
Hi guys, morning. Hey guys, morning. Good morning.
So how are you today, James and Jamie?
Yeah, we're going very good, thank you. It's very early on for us, but we had to make the time to join our fellow Filipino educators and say hello. So yeah, thank you so much, Mark, for having us. So Michael, as always, one of our amazing Wakelet ambassadors, thank you so much for hosting us here. Quick introduction, as Mark said, I'm James. Hello everyone. I am the head of community here at Wakelet, and first and foremost, I must say I absolutely adore the Wakelet Filipino community of Wakelet. They're absolutely amazing. As Mark said, some of the most kindest educators, so enthusiastic on the platform, and I can't wait to show you a bit more about Wakelet and invite you into our community as well. And today, I'm joined by my good friend, Jamie, as well.
Hi all, it's Jamil. I'm the founder of Wakelet, and James has said so much things about you all and how you've been supporting us and how you're looking to further education, and I wanted to join and meet you all. So thanks for inviting us on the call.
It's our pleasure. Yes, Mike. So to share with us today, since our topic is about getting started with Wakelet, so we will now discuss and move on to this session. So how do we going to start? What is Wakelet for our first-timer teachers here?
Awesome.
Okay, so basically in our ETU page, we had already 2 sessions. So we had last year, September 5, we introduced Wakelet into Filipino educators in celebration of National Teachers Month. And then last January 31, we reintroduced again Wakelet. So this time, this is our 3rd time to introduce again Wakelet to those who are first-timers. So this is now perfect timing. Since we are celebrating Labor Day, this is a holiday, but of course, every day is a teaching day. So we have James and Jamie to teach us in getting started with Wakelet. Are you ready, James?
Of course, Michael, always ready.
Yes, take it away, James and Jamie.
Awesome, thank you. So yeah, as Mike said, we know it's a Labor Day as well, a national holiday. So thank you so much for taking time out of your Saturday, your busy schedules, to learn a bit more about Wakelet. And me and Jamie got a few slides prepared and a few examples that will hopefully show you the entirety of Wakelet and just how powerful this tool can be for you, your teachers, your colleagues, your friends and family, and of course, your students as well. So I've just shared my screen there. So Mike or Mark, can you let me know when you can see my presentation?
Yes, we can see it now.
See presentation? Perfect. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Awesome. So for those of you that are new to Wakelet, we've got a few slides just to introduce you to what the platform actually is. So we're a free-to-use content curation platform, and we basically allow educators, students, basically anyone to save, organize, and present content from the web into collections that you can simply share really, really easily. To kind of break it down into simple terms, I always find this is the best screen to show. This is how I understood Wakelet first and foremost. Wakelet transforms your content, simple as that. So you may recognize this blue link here in the form of, so this is a YouTube video that you share with your maybe friends, family, students, colleagues. You may share articles in this form. Anything that you share, any content, resource material, tends to look like this URL, this link here. And I think it's fair to say it's pretty dull, pretty boring to look at, not very engaging for anyone, and also very uncontextual. You don't know what you're looking at. This could be any YouTube video ever. So Wakelet allows you to input this link into Wakelet, which will show you how you do later on, and it turns that link into an engaging piece of content. So this is the exact same link as above, except this one is inside of Wakelet. And in Wakelet, as I said, very engaging. It has an image, title, and description to add that context, and it's super interactive and embedded for whoever looks at it. And in terms of how that looks in a collection, like I said, you can collect things into collections. When you're sending a full list of links, maybe via a document or via an email, this is how it may currently look for you. We're all guilty of it, sharing links via email and have it in documents, storing them and organizing them. And they look like this. Again, they're very dull, they're not very engaging for anyone, and they're very easy to lose as well. The amount of times you may have lost a document full of links, very hard to update, and an email, if you're sharing a list of links in an email, is very hard to resurface that and re-find it. And you can see on the right-hand side, the exact same links inside of Wakelet is an engaging, organized collection. Again, very contextual, very engaging, very interactive, and all embedded inside of one collection. And the best thing is, you can now share, say, 100 links with just sharing the one link, which is super, super easy to share and present with other people. In terms of Wakelet as well, this always brings smiles to educators' faces. Wakelet is completely free to use, so it's an absolutely powerful tool, and it's completely free for educators and students to use, and everything you use now will always be free too. And unlike other free platforms, you may use free platforms and they may be slightly limited. Well, with Wakelet, there are absolutely no limits to what you can create, curate, share, invite. Whatever you do on Wakelet, there are no limits whatsoever. And I suppose very important for educators and parents, Wakelet is completely safe as well. We adhere to the strictest student privacy laws. And also in the Philippines, we have created a parental consent form, which you can share around after this, that you can share with your parents to sign off for your students to use the platform as well. And in terms of Wakelet, so we always share Wakelet in these 4 steps, because if you understand these 4 steps, then you understand Wakelet in its entirety and how it all works. The next bit is just deciding what you want to create. So step 1 of Wakelet, so the first thing to imagine with Wakelet is that you can save absolutely anything from the web to Wakelet. So think of an online document from your OneDrive, you can save that into Wakelet. A YouTube video, as you saw a second ago, you can save that to Wakelet. A tweet, a Facebook link, an Instagram post, an article, a podcast, a blog, a Spotify link, literally anything that has a link or URL, you can save to Wakelet literally instantly. Step 2 is then you can organize and curate those pieces of content, resources, materials that you saved and curate them into a nice collection. So you're collecting them into a collection, super stunning, as you've seen, very engaging, and you can add your own images, your own videos, your own text, and a lot more content as well. Step 3 is you can then invite people into your collection to work together on sharing ideas, inspiration, and knowledge. And what I love about this is you don't have to create a collection all by yourself. You can invite your colleagues, your friends, your family, your students to create a masterpiece all together inside one collection. And then step 4, the final step, as you've seen, Wakelet allows you to present amazing content in an engaging way that you can simply share with one link to whoever you like. Again, colleagues, teachers, friends, family, and students, of course. We have different layouts to allow you to make your collection look as beautiful as possible. So just to recap them as well, step 1, save anything from the web. Step 2, organize and create them into collections. Step 3, in your collection, invite people to collaborate with you. And step 4, present it however you like and share it with whoever you want. And again, those 4 steps really do help you understand what Wakelet is as a platform. And of course, one of the main things that educators love about the platform is that we integrate with your favorite apps. So I know a lot of you will be using Microsoft Teams, as you can see here. I'll show you in a second just how easy Wakelet does integrate with that. If you're using Flipgrid or Buncee, Wakelet integrates that content directly into a collection. If you're using something like Sway, OneNote, you can embed your collection into there. And also, like I said, OneDrive too, we allow you to upload your documents too. So these are just a few examples of the apps that you may use that we link with, and there's hundreds of more that we do as well. These are just a few examples. In terms of learning outcomes for you and your students, here are just a few that Wakelet help you achieve. As you've seen just very briefly, it's just a great and easy way to capture your learning resources. You may have, and I know this is a fact, educators have tons of tabs open always. You have a list of links in documents, in sheets, in spreadsheets everywhere. With Wakelet, it's a great way to capture all those in one area, really nice and simple. In terms of for your students, it's a great learning environment for them. It's a nice, safe space for them to access amazing, engaging content, literally in a click of a button. It's very fun, of course, as well. We try to make it as fun as possible and easy to use for any age level, and also for any student of age level as well. And of course, we've made it really super fast and easy to collaborate on projects too. But they're just a few examples of outcomes that you can really achieve with Wakelet. And this is another final screen before I show you just how easy it is to do. A few amazing examples of using Wakelet. So take a quick read through these. These, if anything, are limiting your imagination. These are just a few ideas. I think it's up to 100 on here, but there's thousands of ways that you can use Wakelet. We, as a platform, allow you to organize the web, organize content. How you do that is completely up to you, whether that's for your class, for yourself as a professional, or even in your personal time as well. As you can see on the end, you can use it for your personal life. So for example, saving recipes, really, really simple way to do it. Travel plans, digital portfolios, all the way to in the classroom, create portfolios for your kids, lesson plans, and so on. And very quickly, I just want to show you just how easy all of this is inside of Wakelet, because I can imagine listening to this, you think, oh, okay, that sounds great, but how hard is it to do? Well, we believe we've made it super, super simple for you to achieve this very quickly. So if I just head over to wakelet.com, so if you want to try Wakelet, it's completely free to use, of course. Head to wakelet.com on the desktop, whether you're using Firefox, Chrome, Edge, of course, Safari, wakelet.com, and we also have apps as well on iPad, iPhone, and also on Android too. And of course, it links with your Office 365. So go to click sign up, and you can sign up with your Office 365 account seamlessly. Within seconds, you'll be inside of Wakelet. So I'll show you very quickly just how you create a collection, and again, just how easy it is to do. And as a quick example, you can see just some ideas of what I create in my Wakelet profile myself. So you can see I've created some climate change resources here. I started saving some recipes, so some veggie dishes, vegetarian options. Saving your favorite list of links into here is great. Whether you're sharing remote learning tips, organize all of those into collections, all the way to lesson plans, resources, and so on. And like I said, it's super, super simple to do. So what I'll do is show you how. First of all, foremost, go to create a collection. And inside of here, this is how creating a collection looks. And it's so, so easy to do. First and foremost, pick a title for your collection. In this case, I've got a whole bunch of links here that I'm going to create. on the life cycle of a frog. And this is just one example of how you can use Wakelet. So this would be kind of resources that you save and then share to your students. So I'm going to give my title Life Cycle of a Frog. I can add a description in here as well. So I'm just call my resources for now. Add as much as you like into there, it's completely up to you. You can then add a cover image, either upload your own or choose from library. So I can type in anything in this library. It'll bring up loads of copyright-free imagery that you can pick from. So say we've got this one here. And you can also choose a background image as well. So in the background image, in the cog icon up here, add a background. Again, this just makes it super engaging for your students, for your colleagues to access this and really understand what the collection is about. You can see straight away, this is all about frogs. And now, as I said, we have a list of links inside of this document. So this may be how you currently save your links or share your links. And I'll show you just how Wakelet transforms it, a link or URL, into a piece of content. So as an example, we have this YouTube video here. Great YouTube video on the life cycle of a frog. I'm just going to go ahead and copy that. So copy, head over to Wakelet, click that plus button, and you'll see here it says paste any web address. All you need to do is paste a link or a URL, and Wakelet does the rest. So click paste there, and you'll see Wakelet's transformed that link, that URL, that's very uncontextual, very boring and dull to look at, not very engaging, into a nice card inside of Wakelet with an image, title, and description that you can edit yourself. So if you go to here, you can edit the image. Type in, say, frog again. Let's add another one. You've then got the option to change the title. So if you want to, you can say great video, whatever you like. And again, in the description, you can add whatever you like too. So again, allowing you to add that extra context for whoever's viewing your collection. That's just one example though. For example, we have another one here. This is an article online, I believe. Again, this link doesn't look the best. If you share this via email or via message, it looks very, very, very long, very, very, very uncontextual to read. You don't know what you're clicking on. Whereas inside of Wakelet, if you just go ahead and just copy that link, paste it into Wakelet, again, copy, paste, it transforms that link into a nice piece of content. Again, you can go ahead and click edit and change whatever you like inside of here. It's completely up to you. Super, super amazing. And then that's two examples. That's an article. That's a YouTube video. We also have, I believe this is an online game. Go ahead and just copy that. Again, you've guessed it already. Head back to Wakelet and click paste. And that will, again, Wakelet does the rest of the work for you. It'll pull through the image, title, and description like so. We also have a Spotify link. So this is just an example of how Wakelet embeds certain pieces of content. Spotify link, just go ahead and copy and paste that in. Like so. You'll see how that embeds too. So these are just literally 4 examples of what you can add. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to do. If you can copy and paste, you can use Wakelet, and that's what I absolutely love about this as well. And then, of course, if you click the plus button, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that you can add to Wakelet too. So we're talking about text. Feel free to add in a heading. So you can say something like frog facts. You can give it a heading there. You can align it into the middle if you want to, like so. And you can even add a full paragraph in, again, to add extra context and link in between that content. We have a nice piece of text here that we can add in. And again, talking about unlimited, you can write as much as you want in here. So you can see there's options to bold, you can italic, underline, and even hyperlink as well. So let's go ahead and click done on that. You can see you can add text in between this content. Also the option to, again, add images. So uploading images, multi-select if you want to. Just go ahead and add them like so. Whether it's a GIF, whether it's an image, a graphic, infographic, a document you've scanned, any sort of image you can upload into your collection like so. So we have an image here, and we also have a GIF playing there as well. We have the option to add upload PDFs. Really, really nice way of uploading a PDF. Go ahead and select one. So let's see if I have one here. I do. Go ahead and upload that. Literally a couple of seconds. You can upload offline PDFs also. And then under this button is where the magic happens. So under here, we have some amazing integrations with our partners. Starting with OneDrive, if you have OneDrive files, documents, click on this button here, connect with your OneDrive account, and you will be able to pull through your files and documents, again, to easily organize them and share them with whoever you like. So go ahead and select and open that up inside of Wakelet. In a couple of seconds, that will load, and again, you have a nice piece of content inside that collection too. And again, feel free to edit and change this to whatever you like. In the apps as well, there's options to add from YouTube. So this is an amazing way to pull through a video playlist. So inside YouTube here, you've seen that you can copy and paste a link. Well, with YouTube button here, you can search YouTube from within Wakelet. So I can type in, let's say, life cycle of a frog again. And we can pull through all these amazing videos inside of here. Any search term, any topic, go ahead and select, and feel free to multi-select and add them into Wakelet, whether that's 1, 3, 5, or 100, up to you. You can add as much as you like into this collection. There's an option for tweets as well. So for example, I type in hashtag frogs. I can pull through any of these tweets with a certain hashtag or keyword. So it's completely up to you what you do. This could be the Wakelet Wave hashtag, it could be the Microsoft hashtag, the Philippine Ambassador hashtag, or in fact, frogs or climate change, anything you want. There's options to select all 50. You can scroll down and load more. You can select 100, add them all in, completely up to you. And this is amazing for when you're taking part in an event or a conference, when you want to kind of take all of those amazing tweets and have your own feed in your own collection, and then share this with your students and colleagues who may not even be on Twitter. So you can see how that embeds inside of the collection there. And then lastly, this is one of my favorites. We got the Flipgrid Shorts video inside of Wakelet. So this is a great way, again, of adding extra context to your collection. Some instruction as well. So if I click video, I can record up to 10 minutes of video, which is amazing. My face and my voice, I can say hello to my students, say hello to my colleagues who will look at my collection, and of course, again, add some extra context to it. I can talk about what's in the collection, give them a tour, completely up to you. So go ahead. A few things, inside options, you can upload a clip. So if you've already recorded a recording on your phone or on your laptop, go ahead and add a .mov file, MP4 or WebM, any clip up to 10 minutes. If you don't want to show your face, like I probably don't right now, go ahead and click mic only so you can hide your face and just add audio, which is an amazing option there. And the last one is record screens. That's a really nice way of being able to show people through your collection if you want to. For now though, I will stick very simply to click and record, which is this button here. Click that, give you a little countdown, and you can say hello to all of your amazing educators, students, friends and family, whoever are viewing your collection, and talk them through it. So in this case, it'd be hello and welcome to my collection, all about the life cycle of a frog. There's some amazing content in here. Definitely check the YouTube videos out. They are full of amazing examples of a frog, and they have some amazing images in there as well. Something like that, you can choose whatever you like, but like I said, it's a great way of adding extra context and instruction into your collection. So I click next here to all of your, you can listen back to yourself if you want to, and last but not least, click confirm, and just like magic, that will appear embedded in your collection. As you can see here, it'll embed, and people will be able to play that inside there too. So that's just a few pieces of content you can add. Honestly, that's not even scratching the surface. Have a play around, add your favorite content from your favorite websites, and you'll see just how easy it is and how nice it looks when it embeds inside of your collection. A few little customizations before I move on very quickly. You can change your layout to any different layout. So from media view, where it's very embedded and linear, to compact view, which is like a resource mode, to grid view, which is a nice 2-column layout, and then to mood board, which is very nice and collaborative. So it's a very nice resource mode where you may not mind what order people select the content. They can select this one or go to the bottom. They can see more at a glance. So I'll just go back to media view. You can also reorder your content. So you can hover over it and you can move it down to the bottom. You can move it to the top. And even, let me find the text from before. You can even drag and drop as well. So if you wish to, go ahead and drag the Flickwood Shorts video all the way to the top, like so. So it's not set in stone. You can change it whenever you like. You can then go ahead and click done on your collection, but do know that collections are private by default, meaning that only you can see them, no one else. So if you're saving private research for yourself, you can do that, keep it as private. If you want everyone and anyone to see it, we have public, which is the opposite of private. Everyone can see it. And then in the middle, we have unlisted, which is, like I say, in between. If you share your link, your collection with someone, only the person with the link will be able to see it, no one else. So for now, I'll go over unlisted and go ahead and click done. And now you'll just see how the collection looks. So hopefully you see just how easy it was to create. And now you can see how you can watch the video in line. Hello, you can see the text, YouTube videos all embedded in here. Best thing with these is they have no adverts inside of here, which is really, really good. Nice, safe space for your students. We added OneDrive links, PDFs, GIFs, images, Spotify links, you name it, we added it in, and that's not even scratching the surface. We have a lot more. A few little tips. You can go ahead and invite people into your collection by sharing the link or the code, and that's all about collaboration, working together by adding content all as one. And I believe Sir Mike will be showing later on how all this works in a collection and in a space. And also, you can just simply share your collection too. If you want to share your collection to Microsoft Teams, you can go ahead and click on this and share this directly to your teams, your students, your colleagues, using that as well. So you go ahead with that, sign in, and it's simply adding that to a channel. Otherwise, very simply, copy and paste this link into anywhere. An LMS, messaging service, you name it, copy and paste it into that. So now also with sharing, I know a lot of you use Microsoft Teams. So I showed you there, you can share to Teams. I will also show you inside of Teams how it all works as well. So hopefully you can see my Teams channel right now. Sir Mike, let me know if you cannot see it. But you should be able to see my, my Teams channel here. And we have a few integrations with Teams that make sharing content super, super easy. So the first one is a Teams tab. So you click on the plus there, you can add a full tab of Wakelet content by going to Wakelet, choosing that, and simply pasting in the URL of your collection. And this is amazing for when your students are all on Teams and you want to have that embedded, engaged content inside of that channel. So you can see here just how beautiful it looks, super, super easy and engaging for them to all to access this amazing content inside of that tab. So if they're on posts, they're listening to what you have to say, sharing links, they can go to more and have access to that amazing collection there. So that's super, super amazing for them to access. Nice, safe space full of amazing content. And then also, this is one thing I really love. With your colleagues, with your students sharing amazing content in Teams, you can very simply save it and bookmark it to Wakelet. So for example here, my friend colleague Tejaz has shared a nice form, a link. I can go ahead and click on the three dots here, more actions, and save this to Wakelet. And if I save it to Wakelet, I can then choose which collection it adds to. So this is to do, say, imagine this was a life cycle of a frog. I can go ahead and save that into this collection, click add, and that's now saved from Teams into my Wakelet collections. And that's just a few little tips for Teams and stuff I honestly really do use and find it super, super easy when sharing content and saving that content that our colleagues share as well. And just going back to the slides as well, as we shared some amazing ways here, and now hopefully you've seen just how easy it is to do. Jamie is going to show a few of his favorite ways in which educators, students, and also other people use Wakelet in their day-to-day lives.
Cheers, James. Thank you. Okay, so just to show this little phase here, I'm just going to go to a search engine. Let's just take Google. And let's imagine a student at college trying to do research on a certain topic. So if a student types in food waste, the student's looking to find some research. You can see there's 20 million results, over 22 million results here. And the issue is that when they start to find the URLs that they want to save, how do they organize them all? Very simply in a nice visual and contextual way. So imagine grabbing the URLs, and the end result would be a Wakelet page like this. So this is a real student who throughout his master's course has saved all his work over the past year. And you can see here, he's sectioned off the collection, so you can add sections in here. And these collections are about the issues of food waste, the bottom line, about the supply chain, and so forth. But the key thing is it's very simple, it's very visual, it's all organized, and it's structured in a really nice way. So if I click on his research, for example, here, again, as James said, you've got his background image, his cover image, the title of the collection, the description of the collection, and then you can see the different pieces of media. In this case, his TED Talk, some different articles, his talk at the UN, and this is his thesis from his master's. So he's actually uploaded the documentation here so people can read it and view it. It's a very simple and nice, neat way to kind of organize lots of research and lots of resources all in one place. And the university said to us that basically people in university have got a physical library, and this is a digital library. It's a student who's come along and through his knowledge throughout the whole year has organized the internet and made more sense of it on the food waste topic. So I really love that use case. This use case is a teacher, and the teacher in this case wanted a place for parents, students, and other teachers to see what's going on in the classroom. I mean, before she'd send an email out to parents and they're too busy and they don't have the time to kind of read everything that's going on in the classroom. So by putting it all in Wakelet, they can come here anytime they want to and have a look at what's going on in her classroom. Also, if you look at it like a classroom bulletin area, she's got the beginning of the year, and in here she's got meet the teacher, the classroom expectations, her wish lists, etc. And then during this period specifically, a lot more e-learning materials for people. She's got her weekly newsletters, her group projects, her daily resources, reading resources, maths resources, etc. And she said to us that a lot of parents basically don't always have strong language skills in English. So in this case, what we've done is we've teamed up with Microsoft and we've looked at making Wakelet even more accessible and bringing in language support. So in this case, anywhere you see the little immersive reader kind of icon, if you click on it, what this does is it takes the content and the text off Wakelet and puts it into a nice, clean, safe space where you can now interact with it. So you can change the size of the font. If you don't like reading on white, you can change the background color. You can also look at highlighted nouns or verbs, etc. And if you want to, you can also go to languages, you can translate languages, and then you can have it read aloud.
مرحبا اسمي براندي ريمس أنا
Okay, this one's another really cool use case. So a lot of people and a lot of tutors have been aiding students in terms of doing things for themselves. So in this case, it's a personal portfolio, like a digital CV. And students are able to, again, organize lots of different collections and different sections. So in this case, it's her digital portfolio, the stuff she's been doing as a Wakelet ambassador, basically part of her group, the SWAT group, and stuff that she's been doing outside her normal academic work, which is really cool because when the students finish and they've documented their history and they want to go and look for some work or some new internship opportunities, they can submit their portfolio to try to land these jobs. And this is a really exciting area for us all. Okay, just a couple more examples. This is a really cool use case. We've all been to different conferences, and sometimes there's so many different things going on at the conferences and we can't go to every single event. So this conference has documented the whole event and it's embedded it all on its website. So you've got the pre-conference dinner, the headline sponsors, all the photographs from the conference speakers, the press articles, and this is really my favorite bit. If I've missed any sessions, I can click into the sessions, and now I've got the whole video from the session. I can go to LinkedIn and connect with the speaker. I can look at the slides, and then if there's any cool social media content, it's all here, it's all organized, and I can revisit and share this at any time I want to. Now, the last use case I'll show you, and as James said, there's so many use cases, I can spend 5 hours here going through a lot of them, but this is the World Health Organization, and this is a really nice use case, actually. If you look at this, they've got lots of departments, and if we look at all the topics they try to cover, there's lots of people in different areas that try to cover these topics. And sometimes you want to add content quickly to the website, but every time you have to go through an admin person and send them links and they might not be available. So it takes a lot of time and you can't do that in real time. So all they've done here is we've got the ability to embed collections anywhere. So they've embedded, you can see powered by Wakelet, they've embedded this collection on the pandemic, and they keep it regularly updated all the time with the latest news, the latest videos, the latest tweets, any research that comes out, and it's really cool. And we take care of how it all looks from a visual point of view. You don't have to care about what the tweet looks like or what the videos look like. And from here, you can click on the site and then go to their Wakelet page. And this is all their public content that you can see that they've been organizing and circulating around the event. Okay, awesome. Cheers.
Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. So yeah, hopefully with what Jamie's been showing there is just a really nice way of giving you a few ideas of how you can use Wakelet. There's no one way to use Wakelet. There's literally thousands of different ways you can use it. So hopefully that's giving you a few more ideas. I'm sure you've got a lot of ideas in your brain already ticking around. They're just a few more to add to the collection. I've got a few more slides left to give you, again, just a bit more inspiration. We couldn't cover the whole platform in time, but when you do go ahead and try the platform out, here are a few key features. Jamie's let you highlight two of them there. Collaboration, I know Sir Mike will be showing a bit later on. Again, Wakelet allows you to collaborate with an entire class, your friends, your family, your teachers, and even globally as well with other schools and other classrooms around the world. This one we haven't mentioned, but you can also copy a collection, being able to make templates for your other teachers and students to look at, and just really allows you easily to copy a collection and use it again and again and again and again. Immersive Reader, as Jam showed there, amazing accessibility and inclusivity features inside of that, plus those different languages, of course. And if you find content on Wakelet that may be in English or in another language, feel free to translate that into your local language on there too. And of course, embedding, if you have a website, blog, or an LMS that you use, just like the WHO, the World Health Organization, you can embed that collection seamlessly onto your website, blog, or your learning management system. A few more ideas. Again, you've probably got so many ideas in your brain of how you could use Wakelet. I'm just going to highlight kind of 5 to 6 key ways in which teachers, students, and tech trainers are using Wakelet currently. So with teachers, the main ways, again, there's thousands of ways to use Wakelet. Newsletters, as Jan mentioned before, being able to link content as well as your own text and sharing that out to your entire school community, your stakeholders, friends and family, and parents. Collecting your own resources, whether you want to just keep them for yourself, you can keep them for yourself, or feel free to share them with other teachers or with your students, of course. Lesson planning as well fits right in with collecting resources. You can actually organize your full lesson in a collection. And again, if you want to keep it for yourself, you can do, or share that around with your students who may be home learning or in the classroom or hybrid. It's perfect for that. Or even with teachers who may be in a classroom or not. Stuff like documenting your PD. For example, with this session here, you could go ahead and create a collection and add in your certificate of the session, screenshots, notes of what you've learned, and also the thousands of others or the hundreds of other events, conferences, and webinars that you attend as well. And in the end, you'll have an amazing digital library and portfolio to showcase to your teachers, your new employers, and your PLN as well. And a few of us there, you can collaborate on group research with your PLN or your class, and also create interactive lessons too. So that's with teachers, again, just a few main ways. With students as well, so it's important to note, currently, under 13s can use Wakelet by collaborating on Wakelet, as I mentioned, and those that are over 13 can actually have their own Wakelet account, being able to create their own portfolios and manage their own account. And very soon, we have an amazing new feature, letting this out a bit early. We have an amazing new feature coming out that will allow any age student to have an account on Wakelet, and that's literally a week away. So keep an eye out for that. But with students, there's amazing possibilities with this for stuff like assignment submission, being able to join a teacher collection and submit the same assignment to that teacher, whether that's a presentation they've made, whether that's a video they've created, an image that they've uploaded, all in one place for the teacher to access. And that's all about collaboration. Again, Sir Mike will cover this a bit later on. Portfolios are amazing for students, as Jamie showed, being able to document their entire school career in one place that anyone can access, and they can share that with future employers, even colleges, universities, for scholarships too. Project research, either whether it's now or in the future, being able to bring all those artifacts, all those research pieces into one place they can have for themselves in a private area too. And of course, a lot more other examples as well. And for any librarians, tech coaches out there who are looking to use Wakelet as well, of course, you can use Wakelet in the many ways we mentioned. Resource hubs, newsletters, events and media, as Jeremy mentioned there as well, session feedback, libraries, and also resources for parents. Whatever you're sharing around, if you're ever sharing links around, just think, I can do this in Wakelet. And just think how engaging and more interactive that will be for whoever's accessing that.
I mean, the simplest part of Wakelet is you could be just browsing online, you find an article you want to keep, you can just bookmark it. You don't even have to put it into a collection at that present moment. And I do that a lot of the time. So as James said, there's so many different ideas. And as you get started, you'll discover things we've not even thought about. And that's the best thing I love.
100%. I use Wakelet in I must say 100 ways a day. And again, just to, maybe there's a lot of ideas going on, just to put it down into how you can get started on Wakelet. Maybe think about Wakelet if you're a teacher in these 4 ways. Being able to, in a day, you'll be able to create your resources for your class. You'll then be able to put them into a lesson plan in a collection as well, and then share that out with your students. With your students too, you could do an amazing digital research storytelling assignment with them, where they can all access your collection and add content together. And then at the end of the day or the end of the week, you could then share all these great findings and everything you've done, all the successes and celebrations of your class with the school community. So if you're looking at kind of to get started on Wakelet, I would recommend these 4 ways to get started. But of course, as Jeremy said there, you can use Wakelet for literally anything you want to. Moving on to some programs. So the other added benefit of Wakelet is you're not alone on this journey of Wakelet and learning this new tool. Myself, Jeremy, the Wakelet team are here to support you, but also so are our amazing community. As an example, Sir Mike, amazing ambassador who's there to help you with anything you need, answer any questions and guide you along your Wakelet Wave journey. So there are options to join the community. It's completely free to join, of course, and it's super easy to do so. We want you to be a part of our amazing community and learn from other people. We have a Wakelet Philippines Facebook group that we'd love for you to join. Sir Mike, if you could share that in the chat, that would be amazing. And also join our global community as well. So if you want to stay local in your country and meet other educators, feel free to do so. If you want to join our global community, also please do as well. And you can work your way up the ranks. So we have 3 badges up for offer in our community. You can join as a community member, which is all about being a part of an amazing group of humans, honestly. Being able to learn from them, but also provide your own knowledge and ideas to them as well. Every educator has so many amazing ideas. It's always great. We always say sharing is caring. So joining this community allows you to learn, but also pass on that knowledge to other educators and people around the world as well. As part of this, you'll be able to understand the platform a bit more. We'll provide special support and training, just like these webinars here, and you'll be able to have access behind the scenes to certain features, updates, and be able to test new features too. And I think the main thing is we really do listen to our community in what we create. So most of the ideas we showed there, they're obviously not made by us. Even the features you see on the platform, a lot of them are inspired by our community. So you'll be using Wakelet every single day in the week with your class, with your students' parents, with your school community, your teachers. So let us know how we can make the platform best for you. Whether that's a little tweak, whether that's a full feature, an idea, let us know. We are happy to go with you on this journey to make this platform the best it can be for everyone around the world. But there's different levels, as I mentioned. That's a community member. You can work your way up to a community leader, which is all about empowering you to share Wakelet around your school, around your community. And for that, you'll get online recognition, badges, certificates, and of course, exclusive training and support from the Wakelet team, and access to goodies and swag too. And last but not least, the 3rd tier, just like Sir Mike, you can become a Wakelet ambassador. So these are people who live and breathe Wakelet. They love using Wakelet for every aspect of their life, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. And again, for that, you get extra special training from the team, really specialized support, and of course, recognition and opportunities to speak in front of other educators and people around the world too. And of course, always goodies and swag. That's always a nice added bonus too. And very quickly, you can see how amazing our community are. There's a few pictures and we do try and get around the world to see people. So hopefully, when things open up again, we can hopefully travel across the Philippines and visit many of you in your schools and in your communities too. Jumping back to this as well, you can see here, I know Sir Michael mentioned this a bit later on as well, the Student Ambassador Programme. But the Student Ambassador Programme, I'd say it kind of embodies Wakelet in a programme for your students. So, of course, your students can use Wakelet on their own if they want to, but they can also use it as part of this programme. It's a really nice way to onboard your students. And the way I say it embodies Wakelet, with Wakelet being a curation platform, there's so many skills that come with using the platform. Obviously for teachers, and then in this instance, we've done it for students as well. So with curation, the art of pulling through artifacts and collecting them and organizing them in a visual way, there's so many skills that come to mind. For example, we've implemented critical thinking, being able to decide which link should I add, how should I add it best. Communication, understanding how I best portray this link or this artifact in my collection. So other stuff like creativity, making it look appealing and visual to everyone who may access it. Collaboration, teamwork, working with other people to create this, and of course, digital citizenship in there as well. So with that, we've created a course for your students to access these 6 fun tasks and work through them step by step as well. So you can see here, it's really simple. Simply enroll your students, complete those 6 tasks, and they'll be rewarded with those badges and a certificate of completion as well. But honestly, we try to make it super, super fun and kind of creative for you as well. You can use this in your maths class, but you could also use it in history. You can use it in social studies, but also in science. So it fits around your subjects, and it's just a really nice way to get those key digital skills into the classroom where the curriculum might not have them best suited. We have another amazing program, which is very, very recent as well. So we also have the opportunity for you to apply to become a Wakelet school. So again, of course, your entire school community can use Wakelet anyway. Your teachers can use it, you can use it, your students, your librarian, your principal. But the Wakelet school program brings that all together in a nice package and allows you to be showcased on an international stage. So if you're using Wakelet and you want to apply, please feel free to. It's a great way to get your whole school involved. And of course, along with this, you get special support, training, recognition, access to that global community, and of course, exclusive swag as well. But like I said, it's a great way, a great package for your entire school to get on board with Wakelet, and you get fast-tracked in support and training too. And to access that, that's schools.wakelet.com. A few last bits as well. I've already mentioned Wakelet is available on the apps. So if you want to use Wakelet on the apps, please feel free to do so. That's iPhone, iPad, and Android. So feel free to use that on the go. Honestly, whether you're traveling, whether you forgot to add an app and add a link when you were at work on your desktop, go onto your phone, add it really, really quickly. For social media, like tweets, really, really simple to click one button and add that into your collection. The next time you go on your desktop, it will be there. It will appear. Another great thing is the Wakelet browser extension. So this extension is amazing if you're using Edge, Firefox, Chrome. Go ahead and install it. Just type in Wakelet browser extension, and this allows you to add content in 2 clicks. So you can browse the content, simply click it. Actually, do you know what? I'll show really quick how it works because I love it. Really simple. Once you've installed it, you'll see a small W in the top right-hand corner. Click on that there, and instead of copy and pasting into Wakelet every single time, go and click that. Just like the Teams integration, click on the collection you'd like to add it into, like Lifestyle of a Frog, click Save, and now you can carry on browsing that content there as well. So carry on browsing. Once you find a link that you like, click on that Wakelet button at the top, and that'll save it in 2 clicks into your collections. And yeah, we'd love you to join the community. As I said, we have an enthusiastic community in the Philippines already, in the Wakelet Philippines group. So please feel free to join and start your Wakelet Wave journey with us. And of course, we have a global community as well. A few pictures dotted about that you can see our amazing community. Again, to learn from, but also share your knowledge and expertise as well. And last but not least, kind of kept this quiet at the start, but we'd love to give away some Wakelet swag too. So me and Johnny, I've got some Wakelet swag on at the minute, and we'd love for you to have the opportunity and the chance to win some yourself. So what we got is, we got 5 swag jumpers, so Wakelet merchandise on offer to 5 people. all you need to do is share a screenshot of this webinar with myself, Jamie, Mark, and Sir Mike throughout the next 2 hours. Or send a selfie, a picture of you, to @Wakelet on Twitter, or join the Wakelet Philippines group on Facebook and share it in there. We will announce the winner on Monday, so you've got plenty of time to enter. Just take a screenshot or a selfie @Wakelet on Twitter, or post it in the Wakelet Philippines Facebook group. And hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll be one of the 5 lucky winners of that Wakelet swag. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to that. We hopefully showed you just how powerful Wakelet can be for yourselves, your students, your colleagues, your friends, and your family. And we would love to welcome any questions. So Sir Mike, Mark, any questions from yourselves or from the chat? We are happy to answer them here.
Wow. So thank you, James and Jamie, Sir Mike. And I'm reading a lot of positive feedback, comments from our online participants, and they can't wait to begin their journey with Wakelet. So,
Awesome.
yes. And Sir Mike?
Okay, so once again, thank you very much, James and Jamie, and we're all excited to use this platform in our teaching and learning. And in behalf of the Wakelet Philippines ambassadors, and of course, community, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude for all the support and help in our community. And of course, you know what, Mark? What's good thing about Wakelet is that we have community of very active members all over the world, and of course, now since they introduced us the Wakelet ambassadors, now the students are very active now in using their Wakelet accounts.
Yes, and I can't imagine there are a lot of opportunities, a lot of ways how we're going to use Wakelet. It's not just a curation tool. So they gave us a lot of ways and a lot of practical applications, including I myself, I had a reflection earlier, how am I going to use it other than as my way of my digital portfolio as a teacher, right? Where I can share it with my colleagues, with my head. As a teacher, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, so that it could be my digital portfolio, and at the same time for my learners. So it's not just no longer printed materials, and after the school year, it will be in the trash bin. No. So now we could have this a library of materials wherein as they grow old, even when they in college, they can also share this journey. So imagine the possibilities of this application.
Yeah, amazing. Exactly, Mark. And I think one thing when speaking to educators, what they love about Wakelet for themselves and the students is it's a tool for life. You can use it in your personal life and professional, and you'll find that your educators, your colleagues, and also your students will pick it up a lot more when they can use it for everything. So they don't have to just use it for school and then forget about it and end up in the trash can, like Mark said. They can have it and explore a lot of possibilities with it throughout the years in their personal and professional lives.
And the great thing for us is we do a lot of the sessions and we have a lot of good feedback, and we really take this into account. We speak to our product teams and then the engineering teams, and we're always trying to make the application better. So you're going to see a lot of really cool things coming out in Wakelet very soon, especially over the next 3 months. And I think it's going to be really exciting for everyone.
Yes, I think I saw a parent here. Me and my son is installing Wakelet app in our gadget. So excited to use it. Thank you very much from RJ Millate. Thank you so much. All right, so I also see a lot of our community from the Wakelet Philippines supporting our educators, typing the questions from our educators, how to where's to register, where's the group, or how can we join. So thank you for our Wakelet mga kaalon in Tagalog. We call them kaalon the wave here in the Philippines. So mga kaalon, thank you so much for supporting our webinar this morning.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Yes, do we have any questions, Cap Mike? Do you see any questions coming from our participants?
I think one of the common questions of our participant is how Wakelet safe? How safe is Wakelet basically?
Yeah. In terms of Wakelet being safe, like I said at the start, Wakelet adheres to the strictest of privacy policies, especially in the US. This may not make a lot of sense, but we're COPPA and FERPA compliant, which are very, very strict in terms of student privacy. So we make sure we handle student data correctly. And also GDPR, you've probably heard of, which is a European standard law for every company to adhere to. We fit with that, and that's with handling your personal data correctly as well. So we have that. Also, like I said, we have the consent form for parents in the Philippines. If you want to go ahead and sign that, give that to your parents, your students' parents to sign, just so they can double check and they're happy with it. And also in terms of kind of the data as well, we're on AWS on Amazon, so it's one of the most securest cloud services on the planet. So in terms of for your students, for yourselves, Wakelet is completely safe and secure for everyone.
Yes, thank you, James, for answering that. Because of course, since we're doing online or this digital tools, we would like also our learners to be safe. So as mentioned, this application is safe for learners, for everyone. So again, we would like to extend our appreciation, James and Jamie. I know it's already early in the morning. You haven't yet sleep yet, and you're in the office. And we really appreciate you so much. So as you can see in our comment sections, they're so very appreciative and very thankful for having this session and for introducing Wakelet and how we can make this this powerful tool and maximize this. And again, Cap Mark, I forgot to mention, I was happy to know that Wakelet is going to also to recognize schools who are going to use this application. I know most of our participants are very excited to share this to their school leaders that there is this recognition for Wakelet schools.
And Mark, I mean, this is the great thing about our community. We didn't come up with that idea. I mean, people reached out to us and said, hey, can you do something for the schools? And the guys put their heads together and we spoke to the community members and we created the Wakelet for Schools program. So we're very ready to listen to people.
Yes, amazing. So you are sensational. So this application really will help our community, our educators, and not only the teachers, but also our school leaders in managing their teams as well, their professional growth of the teachers by just checking on their Wakelet account, how are they going, how is their class, their outputs of the learners. You know, I'm thinking of as a school leader, how am I going to use this Wakelet app in our community? So I'm very excited, and I hope that our school leaders will be able to appreciate as well and see the beauty of this application.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much,
And
Mark.
what's
Thank
good,
you so much.
and what's good thing about Wakelet, Mark, is that they are listening to our comments, they are listening to our feedbacks in order for them to improve the products or the apps, in order for us to maximize the use of it in our teaching and learning. And that's a good thing about Wakelet. They're always listening and improving and developing the applications.
Exactly, and it's a good thing as well. They mentioned about this extension for Chrome, wherein we just in just a one click away, you can add that to your Wakelet collection. I love that. Thank you so much, James and Jamie.
Thank you so much.
Mark, thank you so much. Everyone for joining as well. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We do really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to learn about Wakelet. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Stay safe, everyone, and hopefully we'll see you all soon.
Take care. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, James and Jamie. And we'll continue our session with Sir Mike.
Thank you.
Yes, take care and have a great day.
You too.
Oh, Cap Mike, ayan, okay na. Tagalog na tayo.
Okay, okay, so yun. So nakaka-excite yung mga...
At isama na natin ating kapatid na si Cap Glenny na kanina pang umunguya. At good morning, Cap. Nagulat ka, no? Kinlik ko kagad. Pasensya, ganun kasaya dito sa ating My Tech Talk. Very casual at very happy lang ang ating mga kapatid, mga kaalon. So ngayon, mga kaalon na yung tawag natin. Kapatid, kaalon. At,
good morning, Sir Mike.
Glenny. Ang ganda ng
Good
bahay
morning,
mo.
Sir
Kumusta?
Glenn.
Sir Glenn, good morning.
Yes, morning. Yes, sir.
Ayan, so may piano sina Sir Glenn sa bahay. Ito nakakatuwa sa mga webinar natin. Yung mga teachers natin, pagandahan ng bahay. Tapos napapansin ko, parang pare-parehas na kayo ng bahay. Yung pala yung background. Anyway, so just kidding. Ay, ano natin ngayon is talagang we are very thankful po sa ating mga teachers and ating mga participants for their active participation and yung kanilang feedback sa ating session. Nawala kanina ka, Mike, di ba, na-share ko nga sa'yo na medyo hindi maganda yung pakiramdam ko. Pero ngayon, nung nakita ko yung mga response at yung mga feedback ng ating mga teachers at participants, sobrang nawala yung pagod, nawala yung kaninang parang sinisinat. Pero ngayon, I'm okay na. Maraming salamat for this webinar, Sir Mike. And sa yung team din sa atin, since kayo po ang nagli-lead ng Wakelet Philippines at sa ating mga Kamea din, Microsoft Education Ambassadors din na nagpapatuloy na sumusuporta sa ating mga kaguruan. Kaya maraming salamat, Sir Mike. So dahil dyan, hindi na kita ipapakilala dahil kilala ka na nila dahil ikaw na ang susunod nating speaker to introduce. Syempre kung kanina medyo na-nosebleed ako at ano natin na yung mga concept. Although naintindihan naman natin. Pero ngayon, i-contextualize natin in the Philippine settings. Paano ba natin ma-maximize pa ang Wakelet at in our sa pagtuturo natin saan natin ito magagamit. Alright, Sir Mike, take it away and from SDO Pasig, maraming salamat sa ating Wakelet Ambassador, Sir Mike Morelia. Take it away.
Okay, so thank you very much, kapatid na Madge. Ayan, so now, we will contextualize yung mga discussions na ibinigay sa atin ng ating mga kasamahan from Wakelet Manchester. So once again, thank you very much, James Davis, and of course, ating CEO and founder of Wakelet, we have Jamie. So nakaka-excite kasi kasama natin yung mga bosses natin sa Wakelet. So very down to earth at very approachable yung ating mga leaders sa Wakelet. And now, so ready na ba tayo mga mom and sir para sa ating next topic? So again, sabi ko kanina, so we started Wakelet in the Philippines. We're making big waves now in a Philippine setting. So we started introducing to you Wakelet last year during the launching of the National Teachers Month celebration last September 5, of course, with Microsoft Philippines. We have Ma'am Grace Ko and Ma'am Sir Jomar De Leon, and of course, ang ating education lead, Ma'am Clarissa Sigismundo. So, and then last January, we reintroduced again Wakelet para dun sa mga first-timer na gagamit ito. So, sa launching program naman ng MyTech natin in partnership again with Microsoft Philippines. So, we reintroduced again. So, yung diniscuss kanina ni James, so basically, diniscuss na natin siya. So, this is the continuations of our program in Deped ETU with regards to Wakelet. Ayan. So, I'll be sharing my screen. So, today, I'll be discussing to you one of the features of Wakelet na talagang magagamit nating mga teachers. At isa to yung sa mga, ito yung topic na hindi namin masyadong natatouch kapag may mga webinar or trainings kaming kinakandak in different school divisions and regions. So first time ito na gagawin natin sa Deped ETU. Ayan, so let me share my screen. Again, I'm Mr. Michael Morelia from the Division of Pasig City. I'm teaching social studies. So, hello sa aking supervisor na si Mr. Bernard Baliton and of course ang aming PSDS na si Ma'am Karen Villanueva na naka-tune in din sa atin ngayon. Okay, naka-share na ba yung screen ko, Kap?
Hello? Kap, Mike. Okay na, okay. Pa-slideshow na lang. Thank you.
Okay, so yan. So my topic for this morning is about Wakelet Spaces. So kanina na-introduce na sa atin ni James yung getting started with Wakelet. So let's move now to our second topics. And before that, ayan, so kailan ba yun? Last year of August 22, if I'm not mistaken. So we introduced these features. Ayan, so panoorin natin yung kanilang promo video.
Here we go. Wakelet 2020 flight controllers, the eyes of the entire community are on as we are about to embark upon a journey like no other. Our mission? to take collaboration out of this world. Can I get a go or no-go for launch? Development?
Ready to deploy, we are go.
Infographics and materials?
Graphics and materials, I'll go.
10-4. Graphics and materials, I'll go.
Community, can I get a community prepped and ready?
Roger that, flight control. Community, I'll go.
Tweets and social, ready to post?
Copy that. Tweets are go.
Testing and feedback, can I get a confirmation status testing and feedback?
Testing and feedback, A-OK.
Video and filming, how are we doing? Can I get a go? Marcus, can I get a go? Sorry, I'm genuinely sorry, Marcus. Okay, can I get a deployment status from email? Email deployment, how are we doing?
Email system, ready to deploy.
Okay. Final confirmation from the ground. Are we clear for liftoff?
All systems are go. We are ready for launch.
Launch control for Jamil. We are go for launch.
Roger that. All systems go. Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. We have a lift off.
Okay, so yan, we formally begin and launch our Wakelet Spaces in our Philippine setting. So my topic again is about Wakelet Spaces. So paano ba natin magagamit and to contextualize this platform sa ating teaching and learning in times of pandemic. So makakasama ko rin ngayon, ayan, so baka mamaya may marinig kayong tumatahol. So makakasama ko bilang speaker natin yung aking alagang aso, sa si Avi. And of course, syempre, nandyan din ang kanyang mga friends, na kanyang mga roosters, sa mga kapitbahay natin, na maya-maya titilaok na yan. And of course, yung kanilang pinaka-favoritong kaibigan, yung ating pusa. Kapag nagkita-kita yan, tatlo na yan, talagang rumble yan sa ating mga webinar. Ayan, so sino ba ito? Ano ba itong Wakelet Space na tinatawag? So, a space is a separate area in our account, in our Wakelet account, where you can invite people to collaborate and create their own collections. It's a perfect for teams, group, and classrooms. So basically, we don't need to create different accounts in Wakelet para at least, diba, using one account so we can maximize and we can organize yung iba't ibang mga content na available na doon sa ating Wakelet account. So with the use of this space, mas na-organize natin, mas nagiging creative tayo in terms of using these platforms. So where to access space? So we have meron tayong dalawang paraan para ma-access itong si Wakelet Space. First, using that 3 dots, yung tinatawag nating ellipses, right of the notification bell in the upper right of your account. So once we click yung 3 dots na yan, or what we call the ellipses, so lalabas dyan yung ating mga existing spaces, or yung kapag mag-start tayo, lalabas dyan yung plus button for you to create your first space. And of course, using the circle in the left side panel of your home area, so yung mga circle dyan, o kung wala pang circle dyan, may makikita kayong plus button that once you click that plus button, you are now ready to create your first space. And of course, if you are using your mobile apps, ayan, so makikita nyo rin may plus button dyan for you to create your space. And then may arrow down, and then you will choose now yung mga space na available sa inyo. Ayan, second, so paano tayo gagawa ng space? So for the meantime, presentation muna tayo, and then we will have a quick demo. Okay, just click the plus button on the side panel of your home area. Again, sabi ko nga, may plus button kayong makikita doon sa left side ng home area nyo. So once you click that, we will now ready to create your space. Okay, so parang gumagawa lang kayo ng additional space for your account. Okay, ayan. So same process lang din kapag gumagawa tayo ng mga collections sa ating pinaka main area, dun sa pinaka home area natin sa ating Wakelet. Ayan. Next, After creating, so same with in our personal account, yung personal home area account natin, we can also publish yung ating tinatawag na space. Ayan, so meron siyang separate profile area. Separate meaning to say different siya dun sa pinaka main profile area natin. So in space setting, you can publish your space making it appear as a public profile. So meaning to say, kung ang mga collections natin is for public consumption, so basically, we can publish yung mga content na available sa ating ginawang space. And another thing, sabi nga natin, Wakelet is good for collaboration, so we can maximize the use of the collaboration in space. So just click the member button, click the members panel to invite people to collaborate, create their own collections, and contribute to others. It's a great way for a group of people to work on the same thing at once. So meaning to say, ayan, so meron tayong specific space for different topics na ginagawa natin or for the different purpose ng ating mga spaces. Ayan, so we can invite others. So ang tanong, ilang members yung pwede nating mailagay or ma-invite for us to collaborate doon sa ating space? It's basically unlimited. So unlimited, yun ang maganda kay Wakelet. Unlimited and 100% free. Ayan, so once we click yung member button panel, ayan, it will pop up as yung invite members. Just click that invite members button, and then same with collaboration features ng ating usual collections. Ayan, so just copy the link or just copy the code and then give it to our students, to colleagues or friends, or just send it to their email. So automatic, ganun lang din siya kabilis. Same, again, using our email address, using the link, and using the code, they can collaborate with us. Ayan, so same function din dun sa ating usual collaboration space. Ayan, so yung mga members na na-add natin dun sa ating space, we can level up them into administrator. So same function. So once na naging admin sila, they have the capacity to delete, to edit yung mga collections na ginawa ng mga students natin or ng mga colleagues natin. But by default, ang lahat ng mga contributors natin o yung ating mga members of this space are contributors. Yun po yung kanilang function. So basically, ang magagawa ng mga contributor natin is basically to add and to edit or delete their own content or collections. Okay po? So wala silang access or wala silang chance to delete and edit yung mga content ng mga co-members or co-contributors nila doon sa space. Ayan. So again, sabi natin kanina, in our spaces, it has a separate home and profile area. So mas madali natin makikita yung mga specific collections natin for that specific purpose. Okay po? And, yan, ito madalas tong tanong. Ano ba yung difference? Kasi kung mapapansin, parang almost same siya. It's good for collaboration, it's good for creations, it harness our creativity. So ano yung difference ng space tsaka ng collections natin sa Wakelet? First, yung collection is made of links and content. Okay? So we can add contents, we can add images, we can add YouTube videos, we can create our video using Flipgrid. So anything we can add in a collections. But in a space is much bigger. So space is made of collections. A space is a great place for you to create collections on a particular subjects and invite people to collaborate and create their own collections with the same space. So kumbaga, si space ay binubuo ng mga collections. So mas bigger yung pwede nating magawa sa loob ng space. Ayan. So kanina nabanggit ni James kung paano ba natin magagamit yung ating Wakelet. Ayan, in our teaching or in our personal life. So basically, these are some of the ideas that I created kung paano natin siya pwedeng magamit. So first, we can use space sa ating mga webinars. So if you have your mga webinar resources, online resources, yung mga recorded videos nyo, or kaya naman yung mga outputs ng mga participants natin in a specific webinar, so we can create, we can use this as a hub ng ating mga webinar resources. Second, for our teaching and learning, so we can use this as our breakout rooms where yung student natin, they can collaborate with them, with each other, and then they can submit their outputs in their discussions. So next, of course, we can use this for our journal, for professional development and professional learning network. Of course, yung mga parents din natin. So yung mga parents natin na na busy sa trabaho nila, and then they have some resources na gusto nilang ipabasa sa kanilang mga anak, or may mga YouTube videos nila na kailangan mapanood ng anak nila, so they can collaborate din sa loob ng spaces. Ayan. And of course, this is also good for reading, for our reading programs. So yung mga magagamit ng online reading, sabi kanina ni Jamel, ayan, so pwede nating magamit yung immersive reader. Ayan, so meron tayong immersive reader sa loob ng ating Wakelet. So pwede siyang magamit for our reading program. And this is good for our LMS. So soon, ilalabas na, doon na papunta yung ating Wakelet. So soon, we'll see na yung mga students natin from other LMS and of course in Microsoft Teams, pwede na silang automatic mag-collaborate sa loob ng Wakelet. And of course, ayan, this pandemic, ang dami nating time to hear music. Mayroon tayong time na panoorin yung mga favorite nating Korean novelas, yung mga movies na pinanonood natin sa Netflix. So basically, we can collaborate, we can create a collections for specific space para dun sa mga favorite playlist natin. So pwede tayong gumawa ng playlist natin. Of course, we can invite yung mga friends natin to add their favorite songs, movies, and others. And of course, this is also good for portfolio making, research, and of course, ito, sabi nga natin, we can create our personal space for our leisure. Ayan, so yung mga favorite natin ginagawa, yung mga hobbies natin na hindi na natin nagagawa because of the limitation of communications and movement because of pandemic. So we can use this space para doon sa mga friends natin, and let's have collaborations doon sa mga hobbies and leisures na ginagawa natin. So marami pa. If you are conducting a local projects, you can invite your friends or yung mga schools in different divisions or regions or nationwide. So you can conduct and use this space for your projects, especially inculcating sustainable development goals. So napakadaming pwede nating magawa sa loob ng Wakelet space. At mamaya papakita ko sa inyo yung some of the sample ng mga pwede nating gayahin or i-duplicate sa ating mga schools. Ayan, so kanina sabi nga natin is Wakelet is available, one of the courses sa ating Microsoft Educator Center. And since nagtiyaga kayo, ayan, nakinig kayo talaga dito sa ating webinar, so meron kaming achievement codes na ibinibigay. So these are my achievement codes. Ayan, so paki-screenshot mga ma'am and sir, and then later on mamaya, ituturo namin sa inyo kung paano nyo mariredeem to earn some points and badges sa Microsoft Educator Center. Ayan, so lalabas na ako sa aking PowerPoint presentations. At pupunta na ako ngayon sa ating quick demonstration. Ayan, so all you need to do again using your browser, just type Wakelet or wakelet.com. So this is the interface of Wakelet. Ayan, so everything in one place. Again, this is 100% free, libre po siya. So if you are going to start your Wakelet journey, just click nyo lang itong sign up blue button or sign up, it's free. Green button na diniscuss sa ating kanina ni James. But if you have now your account, just click this login button. Okay po? Okay, so you may use your Office 365 account na binigay sa atin ng Deped. So pwede nyo gamitin yan sa pag-create ng inyong Wakelet account. So for the meantime, I'm going to use my personal Office 365 account. Ayan, sa mga wala pang Office 365 accounts ng mga teachers and students natin, so don't worry kasi pwede naman tayo for the meantime while waiting dun sa ating account. For the meantime, pwede tayong gumawa ng Microsoft account, yung outlook.com account para at least, di ba, naka-streamline pa rin yung gamit ng iba't ibang Microsoft tools na gagamitin ng mga bata sa ating online teaching and learning. So log in. Okay. So once we log in, we are automatically directed to our home area. Ayan. So sa mga bago, again, sa mga bagong tune in sa atin, automatic, once you log in your account, in your Wakelet account, so you will be directed to home area. So pag sinabi nating home area, dito natin makikita lahat ng mga collections natin. Either, ano ba yung mga collections? Either naka-public siya, naka-unlisted siya, or yung mga private collections natin. Okay po? So basically, once we create our collections, the default visibility of our collection is in private. Okay? So pag public yan, automatic po yan, nadadalin yung collections na yon, magkakaroon siya ng copy sa ating profile area. Na diniscuss naman kanina ng ating founder ng ating Wakelet. Ayan, so this is our profile area. So lahat ng mga public collections natin ay dito natin makikita. And sabi nga, we can also organize itong mga public collections natin through sections. So sabi nga, tinuturuan talaga tayo ni Wakelet na maging organized doon sa napakadami nating ginagawa ngayon, especially yung mga teachers na kasama natin na nakikinig sa ating webinar. Okay, so ready na ba tayo to deep dive doon sa ating spaces? Again, sabi kanina sa PowerPoint presentation natin, there are two ways to access our Wakelet spaces. First, dito sa ating 3 dots, yung ating ellipses katabi ng notification bell, pag click natin siya, you will see our spaces, view spaces. Ayan. So ito yung mga sample spaces na meron ako ngayon. Okay, again, makikita siya sa upper right corner. Sa side ng notification bell, we have 3 dots or what we call the ellipses. Another way to access our spaces, makikita natin siya sa left panel ng ating home area. May makikita kayo diyang plus button if you want to create your space. Okay po? Kung meron na, just click this view spaces button. At again, makikita natin dyan yung mga created spaces natin. Okay po? Ayan, so ready na bang tayong gumawa? Ayan, so kung meron po kayong another device, pwede nyo mo akong sabayan sa pag-create ng ating spaces. Okay po? So, bakit nga ba tayo gagawa ng spaces? So basically, makikita kasi natin sa home area natin, labo-labo yan, magkakasama. Magkakasama lahat ng collections natin. So yung mga personal natin ginagawa, yung mga gamit natin sa ating pagtuturo, makikita natin siya dyan lahat. Okay? So kung sobrang dami na yan, so we can organize pa naman ito. So pwede natin siyang i-organize by creating spaces. Okay po? So mapapansin nyo kasi magkakasama dyan yung mga personal collections at yung mga collections na ginagamit ko sa aking pagtuturo. So para mas maging organized yan, meron tayong spaces. Okay? Ayan. So paano mag-create ng space? Ayan. Click lang natin itong plus button na ito. Ayan. So pag click natin siya, we can now create our space. So for example, so since we're talking about, nandito tayo ngayon sa mga bago, hello po sa inyo. Ayan, so we're talking about Wakelet spaces. ETU. Ayan. So ETU Wakelet spaces. Ayan, so yun yung title ng space na gagawin ko. Okay, and then you have options to add a profile image of your space. Just click this pen button. Ayan, so pwede kayong mag-change and you can upload picture from your device or you can get photo from a public library. So public library is basically an unflash application. So partner siya ni Wakelet that you can find high resolution photos na libre at walang problema pagdating sa copyright. Okay, so I'm going to get a photo from my device. Okay, hanap lang ako ng photo from my device. Meron kaya akong magagamit dito? Let me see. Ayan, so kunin ko itong W, yung ating logo. And then click that. Okay, so meron na tayong title ng ating space. Meron na rin tayong logo ng ating space. And after that, just click create. Ayan. So mapapansin nyo, parang almost same siya doon sa ating home area. So basically, ang bawat space na ginagawa natin ay mayroong sariling home area at meron din siyang profile area. Okay? So by default yung ating space na ginagawa ay naka-unpublish siya. Okay po? Naka-unpublish siya. Okay, so meron tayong analytics for collections, bookmarks, and of course yung members ng ating space. And of course, meron din tayong setting. Okay po? So once we add dito sa ating space na to, just click this plus button, green plus button, and now you can now ready sa pag-create ng inyong collections. Okay po? So same process lang siya sa tinuro sa atin kanina ni James. Okay? Ayan. So skip na natin muna siya. Okay. So ano pa yung mga pwedeng gawin? Sabi natin, papaano tayo makakapag-invite? So I'm inviting everyone to please join me in this ETU Wakelet Spaces. Ayan. So paano kayo makakapasok dito sa ating space? Just click this member panel and then click invite members. Ayan. So, meron tayo ditong copy link. Just copy this link and then share it to your Facebook group or share it nyo doon sa mga social media accounts nyo or directly send this to your friends or your students para automatic makakapasok sila doon sa inyong space na ginawa. Or just give this code. Ayan, just give this code, just copy this code, and then enter this code doon sa ating panel, doon sa ating pinaka-portal, and then automatically makakapasok na sila as a member of this space. Okay? So ang gagawin ko, ikakopy ko itong link na to, at dadaling ko ito doon sa aming group, sa aming Facebook group na Wakelet Philippines. So invite natin muna yung ating Wakelet Philippines group para makapasok sila dito sa ating space. Ayan, so magbibigay ako sa kanila ng instruction. Hello, add your profile collection. Ayan, so yun. So balik ako dun sa space. So yun, so there are 3 ways para makapag-invite tayo ng mga members. Again, using email. So you can email. Ayan, may mga nakapasok na. You can email and then you can this copy link or use this copy code. Again, yung code po natin ay EYDBCH. Okay po? Ayan. So paano gagawin yung copy code? Very simple lang. Just copy this code. And then I'm going to open a browser. Very quick.
Hello, Cap. Cap Mike. Hindi mo naririnig.
Sir Mark, nasa call pa ako?
Oo, nandito ka syempre, nakikita nga kita.
Kala ko bigla ako
nawala. Kasi may in-explore ko rin siya. Pwede mong ilagay sa private chat natin tapos ipopost ko yung code. Tapos may nakita ako na pwede siyang QR code.
Yes,
try mo na yun.
Yes. Ayan, so again, balik ako dun sa aking ginagawa. Pakita natin ulit. Ayan, so dito sa ating space. Ayan, so yung pinapakita natin is how to invite members doon sa ating space. Ayan, so just click that. Ayan, so meron tayong link, meron tayong code, and then we can also have email. Ayan, okay? So yun yung mga pamamaraan na pwede natin gawin. So kanina, kinuha ko yung code na yan, kinapi natin siya, and then paano kayo makakapunta dyan? Just open a wakelet.com and just click this enter code and then just paste it and then just click join at makakapasok na kayo doon sa ating space na ginawa. Okay po?
Cap Mike?
Yes, sir.
Pwede pa lagay sa private chat natin para i-flash ko dito sa screen kasi hindi siya nakikita, hindi ko siya makita. Thank you.
Okay, so balik ako dun sa space. Ayan, kunin ko yung link at ibibigay ko doon sa ating StreamYard.
Yung code lang, yung code.
Yung code. Okay.
Yung code. Thank you,
Okay,
Kap.
There you go.
Ayan, okay, thank you.
Okay, so yun po yung mga ways natin to add members. Okay po, so let's see. Tignan natin kung may mga makakapasok. So what are you going to do is that just create a collections. Ayan, just create kayo ng collections na that you would like to share dito sa ating workshop. Okay, so next. Ayan. So next is, ayan, naglagay na tayo, nag-invite na tayo, senior na sa inyo for you to join these spaces. And of course, ayan, so may options tayo. May options tayo na this space can be public. So we can publish our profile in space, sa ETU Wakelet space natin for public consumption. So pwede po siya. So just click this publish. Enable natin siya. Ayan. So, ayan. So, pag enable natin siya, ayan. So, meaning to say, pag naka-enable na siya, meaning to say, open na yung ating profile area. Okay? Open na yung ating profile area. And then, lahat ng mga naka-public collections is automatic, makikita na siya for public consumption. Okay? But, kung sa tingin nyo na hindi naman kailangan i-public, yung hindi siya for public consumption, yung gagawin nating space. So, you don't need to publish it. Just leave it unpublished. Okay po? So, pwede natin siyang i-organize pa. Pwede natin i-personalize yung ating profile area ng space. Ayan.
Hindi makapasok?
Hindi ka pa makapasok?
Siyempre, pinatry ko, di ba?
Oo, sige.
Ayaw, naglo-loading lang siya, Kap. Ikot lang.
Nag-loading. So siguro because of the internet connection. So let's see, may nakapasok na, Kap. Ayan. So may nakapasok na mga collection. Ang bibilis ng ating mga, isa-shoutout natin sila. So created by Mr. Jomel Atienza, kay Sir Jalom, kay Ma'am Jalom Ann Hernandez, and of course to Sir Joel Gallarde, Sir Anthony Yada, one of our ambassadors from Ilocos Norte, and of course to Ma'am Michelle Ann Medillo. So congratulations at nakapasok kayo dito sa ating ginawang space. Ayan, so ganun lang po kasimple. Ganun lang din po kasimple yung pag-add natin.
Try ko sa laptop.
Ayan, sige Kap. Ayan, so automatic makikita nyo, same with doon sa ating usual collections na ginagawa natin. So makikita natin dito sa panel ng members, yung ating mga members. So automatic yan. So pwede natin i-level up yung kanilang function dito sa ating space. For example, si Sir, ayan, nandito pala si Alif Othman. Ayan, one of our friends from Malaysia. I think is from Malaysia, good friend of mine. Hello Alif, if you're listening. Ayan, so pwede natin i-level up yung mga friends natin na nandun sa ating mailing list. Ayan. Refresh ko lang for a while. Okay, so yun, aantayin natin yung mga collections na ginawa ng ating mga friends. Ayan, so dumadami na, meron na tayong 3 collections na ginawa ng ating mga listeners and mga teachers ngayon. And then kung may mga estudyante tayong nandito, ayan, so pwede rin kayong mag-send dito ng inyong sample collection. So dito makikita natin, this is good for collaboration. So kung meron kayong mga specific projects na pinagagawa sa mga estudyante nyo, ayan, so pwede siyang gamitin as a resource hub for the outputs or portfolios ng ating mga estudyante. Okay po? So ganun lang po siya kasimple. Okay, so I'll be opening, so while waiting, I'll be opening some of the best practice na pwede nating gawin dito sa Wakelet. So ginagamit ko yung ating Wakelet spaces first. Una ko siyang ginamit. Ayan, sa aking, saan ba yun? Ayan, sa aking mga estudyante. Ayan, so medyo nang humihina din ang aking internet. Ano oras na ba? Ayan, malapit na tayo mag-11. Pag magatong oras talaga medyo bumabagal na yung internet speed natin. Okay, so paano ko siya ginamit sa klase ko? So, I'm a section advisor. Ayan. So, nung nagbigayan ng tablet ang City Government of Pasig para sa ating mga learners. So, kailangan kami mag-create ng aming QR code para masigurado namin na yung mga parents na pupunta is sila talaga yung parents ng mga estudyante natin. So, instead of using the usual QR code maker, so what we did, meron tayo kasi QR code na meron tayong QR code dito sa ating Wakelet. So, ito yung ginamit ko para masiguro ko na yung mga parents na pupunta doon sa nakukuha ng mga tablets nila, ito yung mga estudyante ko. At dito ko nilagay, so para siyang LMS sa aking mga estudyante. So lahat ng mga informations doon sa bata na yon ay nandito na. So parang databasing ko siyang ginamit. And of course, every quarters nagbibigay din tayo ng mga certificates. Every quarters nagbibigay tayo ng mga card slips sa mga bata. So, yung card slip nila per quarter, usually kasi ini-email natin siya, di ba? Ini-email natin yan sa bata or sometimes sinisend ng iba sa messenger para mas mabilis ma-access ng mga bata. So ako, using one code na binigay ko sa kanila, yan, using one code na yon, isang code lang for the rest of the school year, yun yung gagamitin ng bata para ma-access niya yung mga mahalagang data or mahalagang informations tungkol sa kanya, including the certificates, or kung merong mga reports na kailangan gawin, or meron tayong mga updates sa mga magulang. So, automatic, we can share that doon sa ating mga parents using this QR code. Sabi nga ni Sir Match kanina, using this QR code. Isang bigay lang ng QR code sa magulang. So, every time na meron akong updates dun sa database ng mga anak nila. So, scan lang nila or kukunin lang nila, i-click lang nila yung link na binigay ko din sa kanila aside from QR code, and they can help access all throughout the year. Ayan. So, hindi na tayo mahihirapan from time to time hahanapin natin sa GC or hahanapin natin sa Messenger yung mga parents o yung mga estudyante natin, or i-email natin isa-isa yung mga card state or yung mga data ng bata. So, dito ka lang mag-updates individually doon sa space ng bata. And then automatic yan, ma-access na siya ng mga parents. So, ganun ko ginamit siya sa aking section at advisory class. Okay, so aside from that, saan ko siya ginamit? Ayan, so ginamit ko rin siya sa aming mga modules. Hanapin ko yung mga modules. Ayan, so syempre meron kaming mga modules. Ayan. Meron kaming mga modules. Ayan, so meron kaming mga modules na ginagawa. Ayan, noong mga panahong hindi pa natatapos yung ating printing of modules, we do have this digitized module. So while waiting, so ginamit din namin ito sa school doon sa pagsa-send out ng mga modules ng mga estudyante namin. So in just one link, naka-create na yung lahat ng mga modules, specific modules ng para na kailangan nila for week 1 and week 2. And for the succeeding weeks, ayan, naka-create na rin lahat ng mga modules ng mga bata na kailangan nilang magamit. So meron tayong mga options sa pagbibigay ng mga digitized modules. So this is another options na pwede nating magamit sa ating mga respective schools and divisions. So naka-secure yan. This is not for public use. So kami lang ng mga bata. Yung mga bata at parents lang yung may access dito. So again, paano natin may share yan sa mga parents and bata? Using this QR code, or you can directly send this doon sa mga LMS nila like Microsoft Teams, or just copy this link and then share it doon sa ating email or directly doon sa mga messenger natin sa mga parents or mga students natin. And of course, ito pwede rin natin i-export yung mga content na ginawa natin. So yun, so pwede natin siyang gawin doon sa mga online resources natin na ipapagamit sa mga estudyante natin. Ayan, so another thing na pwede nating magawa Ayan, so dun sa webinar, let's see kung ano naman ang webinar space ko. Ayan, kung maalala nyo, kailan ba natin ito ginawa? Ayan, last January 31. Ayan, last January 31, we introduced yung Wakelet sa ating Deped ETU. So, again, yung mga teachers na participants natin during that webinar ay nakapasok din. So basically, we can collaborate na dito sa loob ng ating space. Ayan. So kung meron kayong mga outputs na ipasasubmit or may mga online resources kayo during your webinars, ay pwede nyo ilagay dito. Okay, so ano pa? Tignan pa natin kung paano ko siya ginamit sa klase at sa Pinagbuhatan High School. Ito wala pa itong laman, pero pwede nyo gamitin din as a basis kung paano siya pwedeng magamit sa loob ng school. Ayan, para sa base management. Ayan, so para sa ating school-based management, pwede nyo ring i-create. Pwede rin kayong gumawa ng space for your SBM. So kung wala pa kayong website sa school, pwede nyo rin siyang gamitin. Parang itsurang website din siya in a way. Once we publish that, so parang ganito ang magiging itsura niya. Though wala pa itong laman for now. Ayan, so for demo purposes lang. So meron tayong 4 na dito, yung mga key performance indicators, for example, and then mag-add ka siya ng mga for public consumptions, yung mga data that make sure na yung mga collections na gagawin natin and data na i-present natin dito is for public consumption. For example, yung mga artifacts natin for leadership and governance, halimbawa, pwede yung ilagay dyan kung papayagan tayo, pwede natin ilagay siguro dyan yung SIP natin, yung AIP natin, yung mga budget work plan. And then for curriculum instruction, pwede tayo maglagay dito ng mga collections, yung mga MOVs and mga artifacts natin for accountability and continuous improvement, and of course yung resource management. And of course, sabi nga natin, make sure lang na yung mga ilalagay natin is for public consumption. So kung hindi siya for public consumption, still pwede natin siya ilagay, but naka-private siya para kung sino lang yung mga or naka-unlist siya. So meaning to say, kung sino lang yung may access doon sa Wakelet space na yon, maybe yung mga member ng SBM or yung mga evaluators natin. So pwede sila yung magkaroon ng access doon sa mga photos na yon. So another way of presentations doon sa ating SBM. Ayan, so siguro nakakaisip na yung mga school-led. Shout out sa mga school leaders natin na nandito, sa mga head teachers and master teachers. Siguro nakakaroon na kayo ng mga idea on how to use these spaces doon sa admin side na. Okay, so another thing na pwede natin, ito para naman sa mga class.
Tama ka.
Ayan, para naman sa mga class. Ayan, para doon sa mga classroom teachers natin. Siyempre, maybe, especially as in Pasig City, meron kaming text-based learning, we have a synchronous class. So, aside doon sa mga ginagamit nating mga portal or mga hub wherein nandoon sinasubmit ng mga bata yung mga outputs nila, sabi natin, di ba, Wakelet is good for collaboration. This is good for creativity of our curated artifacts or outputs. Yung gamitin yung space na to para doon sa mga portfolio ng ating mga estudyante. Ayan, so pwede kayong mag-create ng portfolio nila. Ayan, hub for their portfolio. Ayan, so for example, dito sa Excellent na yan, so nandito halimbawa yung portfolio nila for first quarter. Ayan, so dito sila ngayon, i-add lang nila dito yung mga outputs, i-paste lang nila yung mga links ng mga individual portfolio nila para, sabi mo nga kanina Mark, di ba, at the end of the school year, usually, di ba, kapag mga naka-folders yan, di ba, natatambak lang yan or nade-dispose lang natin yung mga magagandang outputs ng mga bata. So since tayo ngayon ay naka-online distance learning, so we can use this hub, use this platform para at least, di ba, nakatago pa rin, naka-house pa rin yung mga magagandang outputs na pinaghirapan ng mga estudyante natin. So madali na kasi nga, madali na siyang checkan kasi nga nasa space na siya, meron tayong Wakelet applications na during our free time, hawak lang natin yung phone, ma-access na natin yung mga outputs ng mga estudyante natin. So pwede kayong gumawa ng by sections na hawak nyo, gawan nyo sila ng specific space para alam ng bata, organize yung utak ng bata kung saan siya magsasubmit ng mga outputs nila. And another thing, ito bago namin itong ginagawa sa division of Pasig City, Ayan, so mapapansin nyo per sections, meron silang specific space para lang yung mga bata na yun, doon lang sila papasok at magsasubmit ang kanilang outputs. Ayan, so meron din kami ngayon sa Pasig City. Siyempre, sabi nga, di ba masyado tayong na-overwhelmed doon sa mga modules natin. So para magkaroon ng academic ease na tinatawag, di ba, to slow down yung mga outputs na pinagagawa ng mga teachers. Ayan, so we introduced sa Pasig City, meron kaming tinatawag na integrative assessment. I think sa ibang mga division and regions ay nag-start na rin sila ng kanilang integrative assessment. So basically, dito sa integrative assessment, may collaboration yung mga subject teachers nila, mga subject teachers to create a specific performance task or written works task sa mga estudyante nila, and then isang output na lang nakakollaborate na yung mga ibang subject area. So basically, kung 8 subject yan and then nakakollaborate yung 4, 5 or 6 subjects na yan, so mas limit mas konti na lang yung gagawin ng mga batang outputs. And then ang tanong diyan, saan isasubmit, 'di ba? Ang tanong ng mga bata, sir, paano namin 'to isasubmit yung outputs namin kung 6 to 8 subjects yung naka-collaborate doon sa specific tasks or specific written works na yon? Again, we can use the map and maximize the use of Wakelet spaces. So again, dito magsasubmit yung mga bata ng outputs nila. So for example, makikita nyo dyan yung kada bata, kada estudyante ko, in my 5 sections na hawak, mapapansin nyo is nandito lahat ng kanilang mga outputs. Siguro isipin nyo, sir, you have your 5 sections. So basically, mga 200 students yan to 250 students. So parang pag nasa home area siya, parang magulo, di ba? Kasi sama-sama siya eh. So pwedeng isang space, isang sections, pwede yung kagaya ng pinakita ko kanina. And this time, isang space lang for specific programs o yung integrative assessment. So wala naman magiging problema kapag hahanapin mo na or mag-check ka na ng output ng bata. You can use this search collection bot area. Type mo lang yung name ng bata. Halimbawa, hahanapin ko si Liam. Ayan, so by using this search button, mahanap ko na yung outputs na ginawa ng bata. So buksan ko halimbawa, ayan, so Liam, pasensya na, bubuksan ko lang yung for sample purpose lang. Ito yung sample ng collections ng bata, kanyang summative test assessment for first quarter, for second quarter and third quarter. Ayan, so meron na tayong for fourth quarter, naka-ready na pero wala pang laman yan. So meron tayong anong grading to? Third quarter and second quarter. So pag binuksan ko tong second quarter, let's see kung may laman ba ito. Dapat may laman na to kasi tapos na to. It will open another browser and you will see naka-house na dito lahat ng outputs ng bata doon sa kanyang mga summative performance tasks and summative written work. So imagine, isang check na lang yan sa isang platforms, nandun na lahat ng mga outputs ng mga bata natin. So hindi na tayo mahihirapan sa pag-check in a way na nade-develop na rin yung mga ibang skills ng mga estudyante natin. So yung mga written works nila and then yung mga performance tasks nila, kasi pwede silang mag-send ng video rito kung sanay silang gumamit ng ibang platforms. So walang magiging problema kasi kung sanay silang mag-save sa ibang platforms ng mga output nila, sanay silang gumamit ng mga iba't ibang mga third-party applications, walang problema kasi madaling ma-integrate yung mga yon sa loob ng ating spaces. Ayan, so nandiyan na lahat ng output, isang tingin na lang si teacher. So papasok lang din si teacher dito and then madali niya nang matchekan yung mga outputs ng mga bata. Of course, sa simula, syempre lagi naman sa simula nagkakaroon tayo ng problema. So we really have to explain dun sa ating mga estudyante yung platforms na to. And wala namang magiging problema in a way kasi marami tayong mga online resources na maaaring magturo sa kanila kung paano gamitin ito si Wakelet. Ayan, so yun. So pwede natin siya gamitin for our integrative assessment. So balik ako doon. Ayan, so let's see, tignan natin itong members. Ayan. So sabi ko kanina, nandito yung mga teachers ng mga hawak naming mga sections. So halimbawa, nandiyan si Ma'am Kat. Hello Ma'am Kat, shout out to you. Si Ma'am Glad, yung mathematics teachers nila. So si Ma'am Catherine tsaka si Ma'am Heidi, mga co-teachers ko yan sa school. So pareha silang PLE pero pareha silang handle yung mga ibang sections na hawak ko. And then nandito rin yung English teacher nila. So ang ginawa ko sa kanila, ginawa ko silang administrator. So meaning to say, they have full access doon sa mga accounts na, or sa mga collections ng mga bata. And all the students na hawak namin doon sa mga sections na pagkakapare-parehas namin is nandyan din sila as contributor. Ayan. So lahat ng isasabit ng bata, may access na ngayon yung mga teachers. Okay? So yun yung kagandahan sa Wakelet. So mapapansin nyo naka-unpublish siya. So meaning to say ng unpublish, wala siyang home area. Wala siyang profile area. Diba? Hindi siya mag-open ng profile area. Para magkaroon siya ng profile area, kailangan mo muna nating i-publish. Again, depende sa purpose ng ating space. So halimbawa lang, for demo purpose lang. So halimbawa, for a while, gusto mo lang ma-introduce sa bata itong platform na to. So pwede mo siyang gawing publish. And then once you click this area, yung profile link na yan, ito yung itsura niya. So basically, ayan. So napansin nyo kanina, labo-labo, di ba? Magkakasama yung mga outputs ng mga bata. Di ba? So, pag hinanap ko, nasa na yung section excellent, ito lahat sila. Nasa na yung mga estudyante ko sa brilliant, ito lahat sila. Nasa na yung mga estudyante ko lahat sa inspiring, ito lahat sila. So naka-organize na dun sa ating profile. But then again, kapag pinublish natin siya, these collections now is for public consumption. Ibig sabihin, ma-view na ito ng iba. So again, kung sa tingin nyo yung collection is not for public consumption, go back kayo dun sa inyong home area and then unpublish it para at least protected pa rin yung mga estudyante natin. Okay, so pwede natin siyang i-unpublish para yung protection, yung privacy ng mga estudyante natin, especially, di ba? Yung mga estudyante natin, di ba, may mga gawa sila na hindi kailangan talaga na ipakita. So, naiiwasan natin dito in a way kasi ngayon, marami ako nakikita na yung mga outputs ng mga bata, yung mga grade schoolers natin, yung mga outputs na video na ginagawa nila, minsan sinesend lang nila sa social media. Kung ang purpose naman natin is to assess lang yung skills ng bata, hindi naman siya for advocacy purposes, especially yung mga young ones. So we have to protect din yung privacy ng mga bata. So we can use this platform para malimit natin yung mga problema na yun. And of course, ayan, so nabanggit ito ni James kanina, isa ito sa mga request namin sa Wakelet Manchester team na if we have, kung pwede tayong magkaroon ng parental consent form na gagamitin ng mga schools. So, dear teachers, dear head teachers and master teachers, yung mga school leaders natin, so meron na tayong templates of parental consent or guardian form na pwede natin i-send dun sa ating mga parents once we start yung ating Wakelet journey. So, nakalagay dito yung mga terms, privacy, and conditions and how Wakelet's really safe and motivating doon sa ating mga estudyante. So once na-fill up na yun ng mga parents, ibabalik na ito sa atin. So protections din natin ito ng mga teachers na once we introduce specific program or specific applications na gagamitin natin sa klase natin, make sure na meron tayong ibinibigay na parental consent form. Then again, Wakelet is very safe and motivating for our learners. Ayun. So again, halimbawa, may nakapasok doon sa space mo na hindi naman kailangan nandoon, di ba? May naligaw, halimbawa. So, pwede nyo gawin is that you can remove that member easily. Just click this red remove member button. Madali na siyang mawawala doon sa space na na-create natin. Ayun. So basically, ganyan natin siya pwedeng gawin. Okay, balik ako doon sa pinaka-main area natin, sa pinaka-main home area natin. Ayan. So, this is my home area. Ayan. So, sabi nga natin, labo-labo siya, di ba? So, ang gagawin ko ngayon, i-organize ko siya. Hahanap ako dito ng mga collections na dadalin ko from one space to another. Okay? So, halimbawa, hanap ako ng collections. O, halimbawa, itong modules namin. So, papansin nyo, naka-public siya. So, pag click natin itong 3 dots na yan, pwede mong i-change yung visibility niya from public to unlisted. So meaning to say, pag unlisted, kung sino lang yung may link doon or yung may code doon, sila lang yung may access doon. So basically, safe pa rin yung content natin. Ayan. So naka-unlist na siya. So ang gagawin ko, i-move ko tong collection ko from my home area into, click lang natin yung move collection, pwede ko na ngayon siya, madali na yung pag-move niya sa different spaces na available. So ilalagay ko ngayon siya sa aking Aralin Panlipunan modules, move. Yon, so ganun lang kasimple yung pag-move natin ng ating collection. So try pa natin mag-move, move collections. Ayan. So again, change natin yung visibility kasi this is not for public use. Ayan. So kung sino lang yung mga estudyante namin sa Pasig yung may access dito. So move that collections to Aralin Panlipunan modules. So change din natin yung visibility. Ayan. So madali yung pag-change ng visibility using this button, using these pictures. Move collections to Aralin Panlipunan modules. Okay, so what else? Meron pa ba? Ayan. So ayan. May mga modules pa tayo. So ililipat ko sila lahat doon sa aking specific space para mas organized na yung aking home area. Ayan. So ganun lang po kasimple yung pag-move ng collections from one space to another. Ayan. Move lang. Okay. So there you go. Ayan. So, okay. So, ganun lang po siya kabilis ang pag-move, pag-manipulate ng ating mga spaces. Again, these are the spaces na pwede natin gawin. So, balikan natin, tignan natin kung may mga, kung sino-sino na yung mga nakapasok doon sa ating Wakelet space. Let's go back again. Hanapin natin si Wakelet. Ito ba yun? Ayan. So, ikot-ikot lang. May mga questions pa tayo, Cap Mark?
Yes, Kap Mike. Yun nga, no, may question si Ma'am Joanna kung pwede daw paano ulit ma-access ng learners o gagamitin yung link na ibibigay sa mga students. And na-explain mo naman kanina, pero siguro baka mas gusto pa ni Ma'am na mas maunawaan pa paano kaya siya i-share ulit. Thank you.
Okay, so for example, nag-create ka na ng space. Halimbawa itong sa section Brilliant naman. Ipakita ko. Ayan, so paano tayo makakapag-invite ng members dito? Again, click nyo lang yung members. And then, click this invite members. And then, ayan, so pwede natin i-copy yung link, bigay mo sa mga bata yung link, or just give this code. Ayan, so yun yung ways para mas madali natin ma-access ng mga bata yung ating space dun sa bata. And of course, kasi dalawang pamamaraan siya, di ba Mark? So pwede kasi yung bata papasok mismo sa buong space or papasok yung bata sa specific collection lang. Okay? So pwede kasi may access, mapapansin nyo, yung access ng bata rito, yung members ko isa lang. Ako lang yon. Pero meron akong collection dito, yung Brilliant Portfolio ng Quarter 1, pag click ko yan, ito lang yung access ng bata. So may access naman sila dito sa collection lang, pero wala silang access basically dun sa space. So magkaiba kasi siya. Ayan, so parang it's up to you kung gusto mong mas focus yung bata, kasi minsan nalilito yan. So para focus sila, okay, dito lang kayo maglalagay ng outputs nyo para sa portfolio for Quarter 1. So yun lang ibibigay mo access point sa kanila. Kasi baka mangyari kasi maligaw yung portfolio nila, mapunta sa ibang quarter or mapunta sa ibang section, something like that. So, tignan natin, pwede nyo i-weigh kung saan mas magiging mas madali at hindi mahihirapan yung bata. So, pwedeng sa loob nyo sila i-invite ng space or sa loob mismo ng collection nyo sila i-invite. Pag sa collection nyo na sila i-invite, doon lalabas ngayon yung QR code, lalabas din yung copy code ng copy code or yung link. Ayan. So there are two ways para makapasok sila.
So parang Kap na-imagine ko siya pag sa school. So may space tayo para sa school. And then may mga collections tayo per subject or per grade level or per specific na group. So pwedeng gano'n ang style. So kung may Wakelet account ka na, gusto mo naman iba-ibang spaces, iba-ibang yun ang style mo naman for your class, mga class na hawak, okay din naman, no, para isang space lang sila at yung mga bata pwede doon maglagay ng collection din nila.
Yes, exactly. So for example, ito, very quick lang ulit. Again, sa mga bagong tune in at nalaglag kanina, paano gagawa ng space? Click nyo lang again yung plus button na yan and then halimbawa advocacy. So wala naman to kinalaman sa klasiko, pero mahilig lang tayo sa mga advocacy project, for example. Ayan. So for example, ang advocacy projects na ginagawa or yung mga hobbies mo nga, so pwede ka rin mag-create ng mga playlist mo, yung mga favorite movies. Ayan, so create a collections. Ayan, so pwede ngayon maglagay ka na ngayon ng mga specific collections for your advocacy project, yung mga hobbies mo or yung mga movies, something like that, or yung creation for your professional learning development, something like that.
Yes. Sir, may question si Ma'am Marilo Morta. Sir, kung halimbawa gusto ko mag-print ng certain document from Wakelet collection, possible po ba for direct printing po?
Ayun, so very good question, sir.
Thank you.
So halimbawa,
Ayan,
so sa community namin, since usong-uso ngayon, kung mapapansin nyo, since nga gusto nating makatulong sa gobyerno, di ba, in terms of doon sa pag-provide ng mga needs ng mga kababayan natin. So we have also this community pantry program ng mga dati namin mga estudyante. This is not a school project. So halimbawa itong collections na to, gusto ko siyang i-print kasi magaganda yung mga photos for documentation, halimbawa lang. So paano siyang gagawin? Of course, ang gagawin niyo lang po muna is yan. Click po natin itong arrow right. Ayan, nakakalito. Arrow right. And then you have to export this muna as a PDF file. So once na-export natin siya into PDF file, pwede na natin siya ngayon i-print as a PDF file. But of course, ang limitation nito, hindi mapiprint yung mga videos natin. Ayun.
I see. Alright, so once na ma-download mo yung PDF, alright, downloaded na siya. Ano kaya itsura ka? Pakita lang natin para may idea.
Tignan natin.
So habang inantay natin yan, ay may question din tayo about ipakita daw po sa phone app, sa iPhone, tama ba? Sa phone app rather. Download lang po siya, di ba? Sa App Store or sa Play Store, Wakelet. And dinownload ko siya, nasa phone ko siya, similar naman halos yung nakikita ko. May notification, may home, pwede ako dun mag-add ng collection, mag-create ng new collection. Wala nga lang spaces. Meron bang spaces, Cap?
Merong spaces. Ayan. Yes, meron tayong sa Apple. Sa Apple kasi yung gamit ko ngayon. So meron siya sa Apple. Meron siyang spaces sa Apple. Pakita ko lang. Nasa PowerPoint ko yun eh.
Yung sa akin kasi ngayon, yung plus sign na nakita ko sa iPhone. Plus sign.
Ito yung sa Apple. May plus sign na create a space. Ito.
Okay.
Pag gagawa ka naman ng collection.
Yes. Doon sa baba ng pangalan mo, may create a space. Yes. Pero yung plus sign pala, ito for collection. Ayan. So yun, at least navigate natin sa phone. No? So pwede sa mag-create ng space sa cellphone, sa mobile device.
Yeah. Pero mas maganda siya, mas mako-fully utilize natin siya using laptop para mas ma-enjoy natin yung creativity na pwedeng i-offer sa atin. Ito na-download ko na.
Ayan na yung PDF
ito
file.
Ito na yung PDF file. Ayan. So, puro photos lang naman ang laman ito. So, basically, ayun. So, pwede natin print. Kagaya ng, if you can still remember, meron kayong session ng Microsoft Sway. Siguro yung iba naisip na, para siyang Microsoft Sway. Parang ganun. If you can still remember the Microsoft Sway, pwede rin siyang i-print as a PDF file. So, halimbawa, ito, balikan natin itong mga collection na to. So, para itong mga advocacy projects ko, naka-separate siya ng space. Ayan. So, pwede ko siyang, again, you can move that from one collection, from one space to another. So hanapin mo lang again yung space kung saan siya dapat nakalagay, na wala yung advocacy na ginawa ko. So, may advocacy na ginawa. Parang hindi pa siya na lumalabas. Ayan, so for example lang, pwede mo siyang mailagay doon sa mga specific spaces na meron ka ngayon. Ayun. So, ganun lang siya kabilis. Ayun. Any questions pa?
Meron pa ka, ayan, sabi ni Sir Philip Bulala, pwede po ba ilagay ang mga PowerPoint sa mga collection?
Yes, pwede po. Pakita ko po yung sample. Kung paano tayo maglalagay. Yan. So, pero hanapin ko muna. Ayan. So, yung PowerPoint natin, hindi natin siya mailalagay directly from our device. I-upload natin siya sa Wakelet. Ang gagawin nyo muna,
sa
ganito.
Wakelet. Okay, sige.
O, hindi siya directly ma-upload sa Wakelet. Ang mga pwede nating directly na ma-upload sa Wakelet is photos, yung picture or image, and PDF files. Yun lang yung pwede natin ma-upload. So kung i-upload mo is yung mga videos or i-upload mo is yung PowerPoint presentations or yung Word file or yung inyong Excel files, ang gagamitin nyo po, i-upload nyo muna siya sa OneDrive nyo.
Yes.
Ayan. So create mo na kayo ng OneDrive, and then from OneDrive, get the link, just get the link and then paste it dito sa ating. Ito yung sample. So, ito yung isang halimbawa ng isang module na ginawa ko. Ginawa ko siya for grade 8, kasaysayan ng daigdig. So, isang buong module siya. So, pwede nyo gawin din ito. So, gagawa kayo ng learning materials nyo. You can integrate yung forms, yung online quiz nyo. Kung meron kayong online quiz for that specific topic. Yung mga learning activities nyo. Yung video lessons nyo. Halimbawa, yung video lessons nyo, i-upload nyo muna sa OneDrive. Or kung pwede, kung kayo lang ang mismo gumawa, teachers made lang siya, pwede yung upload sa YouTube account nyo. Ayan. Make sure lang na personal nyo siyang ginawa, hindi galing dun sa ginawa ng iba, para walang problema pagdating sa copyright. So pwedeng i-upload sa YouTube or pwedeng i-upload sa OneDrive and then get the link and then share it. And then yung sinasabi kaninang PowerPoint, nasa na yun? Nandun sa dulo. Ayan. Ito naman ay for future reference natin. Again, kung may pretest ka, may post-test ka din na nasa Microsoft Forms. Yung PDF files mo ng modules, ayan yung PowerPoint. So nakashare lang yung link ng PowerPoint mo na nasa loob ng OneDrive or nasa loob ng Office account mo. Ayan.
Yes, Cap. Thank you so much for sharing that. Ayan, nasagot na natin kanina yung question ni Werty Durendes. Thank you. Ako rin mismo, ako rin naka-explore ngayon sa phone na pwede ako mag-add ng space. At pwede, okay, na-share natin yan. Yes, sabi ni Ma'am Heidi Garrido, very powerful platform for curation and organizing files. And ito, natuwa ako rito kay Ma'am Pao Jenny Ramos. Pwede po pala yan for your own portfolio, as mentioned nga, no? For your own portfolio, pwede mo yung mga PDF mo, yung mga certificates, NTUR, etc. Pwede. Thank you, Ma'am Pao Jenny, for sharing.
Ayun, so especially ngayon, di ba, napakadami nating certificate sa ETU. Di ba? Siguro yung mga teachers natin nagpe-prepare na yan para sa kanilang mga MOPs nila, sa kanilang RPMS. So pwede nyo i-curate dito. Yan, pwede nyo i-curate dito lahat ng mga certificates na meron kayo or lahat ng mga MOBs nyo na meron kayo. Halimbawa, itong professional development. Let's see kung ano ba laman ito. Ayan, kasi sa Wakelet, napakadami mga webinars. So lahat ng certificate namin sa Wakelet, ayan, naka-curate din siya. Para kung kinakailangan for a specific purpose, madali na natin siya ma-access. Ayan. So, yan yung mga certificate ko sa Wakelet. Ayan.
Diba? Kaya as mentioned earlier, na talagang if nakikinig yung ating mga school leaders, at pwede yung ma-share sa ating mga teachers, sa inyong mga principals or school head regarding this very powerful app na kung saan it could be your curation app, not just for your portfolio, for our learners, but for all the school community as a whole, na kung saan one lang gagamitin natin at the same time, yung mga parents, you can involve them na ito pala, pwede nandito na lahat yung aking mga materials. Ay, na-imagine ko siya para tayong nagkaroon ng sariling Deped Commons sa iyong school.
Yes.
Kasi di ba, Deped Commons, nandun lahat din yung mga materials mo na pwede mo ma-download kasi yun ang purpose niya. Pero ngayon, hindi lang siya link about the video or link sa downloaded materials. Pwede rin pala within our school we can have this Wakelet na talagang very easy to use. Kahit sa cellphone ka, pwede ka maglagay. At kahit yung mga learners natin and parents, we can involve them na maging part na, maging creator at maging content creator at mag-contributor sa ating school. Right?
Yeah. Ayan, so last na lang siguro, yung nabanggit kanina na one of the good programs of Wakelet, hindi lang siya good for educators. So meron din tayong level up programs for our students. So syempre tayong mga teachers, hindi lahat ng questions ng bata once we use these platforms, hindi lahat ng bata ma-accommodate natin, 'di ba? So pero meron tayong mga outstanding students na pwede natin i-join, pasalihin dito sa Wakelet Ambassadors program para yung mga ibang questions ng mga classmates nila or ng mga friends nila, they can answer. So habang sinasagot nila yon, of course yung kanilang mga specific skills ay nade-develop dito kasi nga hindi lang yung creation, so meron nade-develop din dito yung critical thinking ng mga bata, yung collaboration sila sa bawat isa, and of course yung other aspect of 21st century learning skills is nade-develop dito sa Wakelet Student Ambassadors Program. So natutulungan talaga natin yung mga bata nila. So in their given time, depende sa oras nila, so hindi naman to na kailangan in 1 week tapos mo na tong program, no. Bigyan natin sila ng mahabang panahon para matapos nila yung 6 tasks. Meron kasing 6 tasks dito sa Student Ambassadors Program na gagawin ng mga estudyante. So, you can join, pwede mo i-join aside from you na pwede kayong maging community member, pwede kayong leader, and ano pa ba isa? Ambassador. Yung mga estudyante rin natin can level up their opportunities dito sa ating program, sa ating Wakelet.
Yes, Cap. And again, kung medyo overwhelming sa ngayon ng ating mga teachers, huwag kayong mag-alala. You can join the Facebook page ng Wakelet Philippines to get to know more and to get connected with other Wakelet ambassadors. Itong journey na to para sa iyong school, para sa iyong mga learners, at para sa iyo. So para mas matutuhan mo ano pa mga pwede natin magamit. Again, other than this webinar is recorded at pwede niyong ulit-ulitin, you can get in touch with the very helpful nating mga Wakelet ambassadors at MEA ambassadors, lalo na si Sir Daniel Timbal. So kanina pa kung nakikita si Sir Daniel. So maraming salamat. Si Cap, marami na ito MEA. Yes,
alam mo ba si Sir Daniel? Ayan, shoutout ko lang si Sir Daniel. Si Sir Daniel Timbao from Davao City. Siya ang kauna-unahang ambassador, Wakelet ambassador sa Pilipinas. Kaya yan ang founder natin. Ayan, si Sir Daniel.
So talagang nakakatuwa na yung mga natin, yung parang low-key lang ang dating at very helpful talaga. Na talagang support sa ating mga teachers. Maraming salamat, Sir Daniel. At si Ma'am Serena Galoy na kanina pa nagre-reply sa ating mga participants, mga MEA ambassadors, mga kaalon. Maraming salamat sa pagsuporta.
Ayan, so Mark, last na lang ulit, may pahablo pa pala. Ayan, so since limited lang yung time natin, hindi lahat may ibibigay yung magagandang features ni Wakelet. So that's why we conducted our first webinar series. This is in the initiatives of our Wakelet ambassadors in the Philippines. So we had this Wakelet Philippines webinar series. So meron tayong 4 na Saturday. So we started that last March. Tama ba? Tama, March, April, May. Yeah. Meron tayong nag-start tayo ng February pala. So ito na, so don't worry. Kung hindi kayo nakapag-join dun sa 3 Saturdays, sabi naman natin lagi, di ba, sa ETU, meron tayong team replay. Ayan, so pwede nyo balikan yung mga videos natin. And of course, pwede pa rin kayo mag-join sa program na ito. We still have 1 more Saturday. So ito, nandito na sa ating Wakelet space ng Wakelet Philippines Webinar Series 2021. Ayan, click ko na lang yung members para sa mga gustong makita ito at mag-join. Ayan, nandito rin mga ambassadors natin. You can contact them. Ito po yung code natin. Ayan, paki-screenshot. Mga ma'am and sir. Ayan.
Actually, hindi ko siya mabasa, Kap. Malabo sa monitor ko. Siguro,
okay. Isend na lang natin.
Isend na lang. We'll have a separate posting para mas marami tayong maano sa EdTech unit. And at the same time, yung evaluation din natin sa ating training. So, we will post that later. So, sa ngayon, Kap, wala na akong nababasa mga questions. Puro pasasalamat at talagang appreciation sa ating webinar for today. At meron lang ako nakikita na very common. Paano mag-register po sa webinar na ito? Again, sa ating mga online learners or online participants na first time lang sa EdTech Unit, ang ating mga webinars po ay walang pre-registration. Again, Wala tayong pre-registration. You just have to tune in sa ating Deped EdTech Unit Facebook and YouTube channel, Deped Philippines YouTube, Deped TV na YouTube channel na kung saan mapapanood ninyo na recorded ang ating webinar. So, para mas maintindihan din po ng ating mga participants, paano naman po, kasi may question din na, sir, may certificate ba yan? Meron ba, paano namin madadownload ang ating digital certificate? Ay walang iba, papasukin na natin ang isa sa aking kapatid kasama sa Microsoft Educational Technology Unit. Walang iba, si Tutor Glenna na talagang very inspiring din at thankful tayo na nakasama ngayong umaga. Kap Glenna, can you explain to us paano madadownload ng ating mga participants ang kanilang digital certificate at ano ang way, no? Paano nila ito ma-access? Thank you, Kap. Take it away.
Right. Ayan. Thank you, Kap Madge. And then, thank you, Kap Mike. Ayan. Gaya nga ng sinasabi ko lagi, ayan. So, you just go to training.deped.gov.ph. Yan po yung ating official link para sa ating professional development courses sa ating ICTS Educational Technology Unit. So, pumunta lang po kayo doon, then just go to Microsoft. Hanapin niyo lang po yung Microsoft courses. So, sorry kasi hindi niyo siya nakita kanina. Restricted po kasi yan na mag-open lang po yung course kaninang 11 o'clock. So, ngayon, makikita nyo na po yung course dyan. You just have to take the quiz and automatically makukuha nyo na po sa ating PDLMS yung ating certificate na galing naman po sa DepEd. Ayan. Thank you so much po.
Ayan.
Alright.
Yes, Kap. Again, kailangan lang nila, share ko lang para sa mga first-timer, i-share ko lang aking tab para lang maano nila yung ating...
yung steps.
Yeah, the steps. And yeah, yung ating training.deped.gov.ph. Again, it's training.deped.gov.ph. That's our professional development learning management system. Tutor Mark, kailangan ba namin DepEd account? Kailangan ba, okay lang ba ito sa mga hindi pa teachers or hindi pa private school teachers or learners pa sa teaching education or teacher education? Pwede po. Basta you can just create your own account po dito sa atin LMS. Alright? So it's open for all. Yeah. So try ko mag-access. Hindi ako. Ako mismo hindi makapasok. Ay, hindi ko na kasi, nasa isang account ko kasi, nasa isa kong Google Chrome, nakasave na yung ano natin. Di ba yung mga teachers, tamad na hanggat maaari magtatype na, kaya sinisave na nila sa browser nila. Sana makapasok, no? Pero kung hindi makapasok, ibig sabihin nakalimutan ka na. Charan! Ayan. So sabi nga kanina ni Kap, punta lang tayo sa site home natin, puntahan ang ICTS Microsoft Courses. Tama ba, Kap? Ayan.
Yes,
and then, TikTok, May 2021. So, makikita nyo agad. Ayan pala yun, Tutor Madge. Ayan.
Yes
so,
po. Maraming excited na kasi kanina na pumasok. Yun lang, may restrictions po tayo dyan. Inopen ko lang po kaninang 11 o'clock.
Ayan. So, sa mga nakapag-download na ng kanilang certificate, shout out naman dyan or i-hashtag nyo naman ang ating hashtag for today, hashtag WakeletWave, hashtag DepedETU 2021 at hashtag Sulong Edukalidad. So maraming salamat. Sana po ay na-download nyo na ang inyong digital certificate. What is the enrollment key daw? Meron ba enrollment key, Kaplen?
Wala po. Yan, open po.
Okay, so wala po tayo. Hindi namin kayo papahirapan dito sa My Tech Talk. Ang ating My Tech Talk ay this is your show. Parang showtime pala. This is your My Tech Talk. Okay? Kaya siya My Tech Talk.
Pumasok na naman sila sa mga regional LMS wherein naghahanap ng enrollment key. Hindi po. Wala pong hinahanap ng enrollment key pag dito po sa ating PDLMS dun sa training.deped.gov.ph. You just have to check yung ating Microsoft courses and then hanapin nyo lang po yung May. Or pwede nyo rin pong balikan yung mga iba pa pong courses namin na hindi nyo pa po natapos kasi open pa rin po yung mga yan.
Yes. So speaking of open nga ang courses March natin, no? Meron pa tayo doon na training, March, April, na pwede niyong balikan, or mga EdTech na webinars na gusto ninyong ulitin or gusto ninyong i-refresh, ay pwede niyo pong balikan. Alright? So again, that's training.deped.gov.ph. Punta lang po kayo sa Microsoft Courses at hanapin po yung ating May 2021 Tech Talks or My Tech Talk natin, and then accomplish po yung requirement natin na quiz. And then, charan, madadownload nyo na ang inyong certificate of participation.
Yes. Ganun lang po kasimple ang ating PDLMS.
Exactly. So maraming salamat po ha. Wala tayong enrollment key at wala kayong kailangang encode na key para kayo ay makapag-join. May lumalabas daw po, Kap, you cannot enroll yourself in this course. Meron daw pong lumalabas.
Sige, i-check po natin mamaya.
I-check ni Ma'am Glensa kasi si Ma'am Glenna po ang nag-manage ng ating LMS for our Microsoft webinars natin sa EdTech. So, mamaya-maya po, huwag kayong mag-alala. Nasa kapit kamay tayo dito at makukuha natin at madadownload natin ang ating digital certificate. Maya-maya lamang po. Alright, so Kap Mike, any message po sa ating mga online participants natin, mga ating mga kaguruan regarding the future programs or projects pa ng inyong ating Wakelet, no, para sa ating mga kaguruan.
So, share ko lang, Kap, yung aking PowerPoint to continue yung last remaining PowerPoint slides natin. Ayan. So, last na lang ito. Kapit lang. I know for sure na naghahanda na sila sa kanilang mga lunch. Ayan.
Yes, Kap, so, actually, yan nga sabi ko, Kap, na mga talent kayo ng mga teachers. Bukod sa multitasking nga, habang nagluluto, nakikinig sa webinar, nagcha-chat, nagigisa habang nag-webinar, ay nag-check ng module habang nag-webinar. So, very talented na at lumalabas ng mga talents ng ating mga teachers.
Ayan. So again, meron tayong Microsoft Educator Center. You can redeem your achievement code. So this is my code. Ayan. So screenshot po natin yan. And of course, sa Microsoft Educator Center din po natin ay meron tayong specific course. May bago tayong course dyan. So kung na-redeem nyo na yung dating course natin, yung Surfing the 5 Cs with Wakelet, ngayon meron tayong bagong course. Repackage siya, Riding the Wakelet Wave. So pwede na kayong, diretso na kayo na mag-take ng assessment dito sa MEC. Ayan, since nakinig naman kayo ng lessons natin kanina sa ating Getting Started plus Wakelet Spaces, masasagot nyo na yung 10 questions dito. At kapag naipasa nyo yung 80% dyan ng assessment, you will receive another certificate, the Certificate of Course Completion, signed by Mr. Anthony Salcito, yung Vice President, Worldwide Educations of Microsoft. Ayan, so meron na kayong certificate from ETU, Deped ETU, and meron pa kayong certificate galing naman kay Microsoft. Again, ayan, so we're inviting everyone to please join us para doon sa mga kaganapan natin sa Wakelet. So we have Wakelet Philippines Private Group. So private group po ito. So this is a safe space for our educators. Mga educators, Filipino educators lang po ang makikita dito. So dito po kami nagbibigay ng mga opportunities and then mga challenges. And then sabi nga kanina, di ba, meron tayong 5 jackets na ipamimigay si James.
Speaking of jacket, Kap, nag-selfie na ako at nag-tweet na ako. So sabi ko nga kay Kap Mike, alam mo Sir Mike, medyo tayo sa Twitter kasi hindi lahat ng mga teachers natin ay nagti-Twitter. Pero since syempre naman excited tayo dun sa merchandise at jacket, sige na nga, create na your own Twitter account at kung ito ay first time mong mag-Twitter, at least may memorable at historical to para sa iyo dahil nakakasali ka sa promo ng Wakelet at malay mo, ikaw yung manalo ng isa sa merchandise ka, yung jacket, all the way from UK.
Ayan. So again, so create now your Twitter account sa mga wala pa. Napakadaming resources na magaganda rin na pwede natin makita sa Twitter. At very active ang Wakelet community sa Twitter. Yes. So napakadaming mga challenge, hindi lang jacket yung pwede natin mapanalunan. So again, post your selfie attending this webinar to your Twitter and then to Wakelet Philippines Facebook group and then sa ating profile.
Yes.
Ayan, so para maraming more chances of winning, sabi nga natin. So 5 yung maswerteng mananalo. Kanina, you know what? Kanina 1,400 yung ating members pero nag-check ako 1,600 na. So meron 200 educators kagad yung nadagdag. Ayan, this coming May 15, ayan, we're inviting, meron po kaming live session. So don't worry kasi yung live session po natin ay pagkatapos ng ating My Tech Talk sa hapon. So pagkatapos ng My Tech Talk sa hapon, so pwede kayong mag-join. Every second Saturday of the month, meron po tayong live session. So gabi na po ito, alas 5 ng gabi hanggang alas 7 ng gabi para tapos na yung mga ibang trabaho natin sa umaga. Naka-attend na tayo sa webinar ng ETU. Pwede naman kayong mag-join dito sa ating live session. So dito namin ituturo sa May 15, dito ituturo kung paano kayo maging member, maging community leader, and to level up to become a Wakelet Ambassador. So meron tayong mga coaching, invite natin yung mga community leaders and ambassadors natin. And again, sabi nga natin, meron tayo Net Philippines webinar series. Nasa pang-apat na installment na tayo. May 22 naman, third Saturday. Ayan, so nandyan din yung ating registration. And then sa mga hindi naka-attend nung sa past 3 sessions, don't worry kasi meron tayong mga recorded sessions na pwede nyong balikan. This is an output-based kasi we really want na talagang matuto yung mga educators natin. So this coming, yung last sessions natin, Thriving Tribes through communication. So ang mga speakers natin, yung mga speakers natin, si Sir Anthony Yadaw from Ilocos, si Ma'am Emil from Malolos, and of course Sir Dennis J from Imus City, yung mga magagaling nating ambassadors. So yun.
Yes, maraming salamat, Kap Mike, for sharing this amazing, sensational, awesome app sa ating mga rockstar teachers na talagang tumutok kahit na alam natin it's a holiday at May 1 at mabuhay ang lahat ng ating mga Pilipinong manggagawa saan ka man, buong panig ng mundo, sa Pilipinas man o abroad, ay mabuhay po ang ating mga manggagawa. So with that, maraming salamat, Kap Mike, for having us today at being our resource speaker for today at mag-share ng ating Wakelet application. So may mga questions ba tayo regarding sa enrollment key? Again, wala po tayong enrollment key at wala pong kailangan po, madali lang po dapat tayong maka-access ng ating LMS or trainings dito sa ating nakikita na ngayon sa screen na training.deped.gov.ph. May nakita na ako, Kap, na may naka-receive na or naka-download na ng kanyang certificate. Yan, okay na po. Sabi ni Kent, meron pa ako nakita, may mga nakapag-download na at kanilang certificate. So maraming salamat po. Again, hindi lamang yung certificate natin kanina sa PDLMS, meron pa kayo natanggap na certificate coming from the Microsoft team na talagang yung kung na-encode ninyo yung ating redeem code na tatlo, kanina tatlo pa yon, galing sa akin, galing kay Cap Glenny, galing kay Sir Mike, and sana ay na-download nyo na yan at na-receive na ninyo ang inyong MIE certificate. Alright, si Cap Glenna, may final message ba or papasukin natin ang ating mga kapatid sa atin sa Microsoft, sa EdTech Unit Microsoft team?
Ayan, so thank you so much po sa lahat ng mga nanood po ngayon. Gaya nga ng sabi ko kanina, gaya din ng sabi namin kanina, kahit holiday po, ayan, sumubaybay pa rin po kayo sa aming sessions today. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. So okay na po yung ating LMS.
Thank you, Cap Glenna. Sir Glenny, Cap Glenny.
Alright, so maraming salamat po dahil pinaunlakan ninyo ang panonood sa ating Making Wave at Wakelet in the Philippines. At very wonderful opportunity dahil sinamahan tayo ng founder at saka ng community lead ng Wakelet. At ang saya po dahil Labor Day ngayon, we are celebrating our workers, yung mga manggagawang Pilipino na sa panahon ngayon po ay talagang nagpapakita ng kasipagan. At kagaya nga ninyo na nanonood ngayon na you deserve po ng treat na ito. Kaya po, mag-post na po ng inyong mga selfie at i-post na po sa inyong Twitter account. At maraming po salamat. Huwag pong kalimutan mag-like at follow ng ating Facebook page account sa My Tech Talk. At samahan nyo po kami ngayong May dahil po marami po kaming inihahanda para sa inyo. At maraming salamat po ulit sa aming group from the EdTech Unit Microsoft team headed by Sir Maj. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you din,
Kap
Sir Maj.
Lenny. Thank you. Yes, thank you po, Kap Lenny. And thank you ulit, Kap Mike. And sa ating Kap Mike, any parting message and last ano po para mas ma-invite na ang ating mga teachers at mas ma-inform sila ano-ano pa yung mga future at next step ng ating Wakelet Philippines.
Ayan, so thank you once again. Thank you very much sa lahat ng educators, learners, and stakeholders na nag-join sa ating webinar. Again, mabuhay po ang lahat ng mga manggagawang Pilipino sa amang panig ng mundo. Araw po natin ito. Saludo po kami sa lahat ng ginagawa nyo, especially doon sa ating mga frontliners na tinataya ang kanilang buhay para sa makapag-survive dito sa ating pandemya. And of course, ayan, so again, join us in Wakelet Philippines FB group kasi nandun lahat ng resources. Follow us. Follow Wakelet in their social media account, especially in Twitter kasi nandun sila. So wag po natin kalimutan, post po natin yung ating selfie and then hashtag WakeletWave to win yung one of the five winners doon sa ating jacket. Limited edition lang po yan. Bibihira lang yung talaga yung pagkakataon na makareceive ng mga ganyan. And of course, ayan, pwede ba ako mag-shout out mga kapatid? Ayan.
Go.
Shout out lang of course sa aming SDO Pasig, ang aming mga bosses, of course sa aming SDS, Ma'am Eva Lu Concepcion Agustin, sa aming two chiefs, sa aming PSDS na naka-tune in ngayon, Ma'am Karen V. Villanueva, thank you po sa lahat ng support na ibinibigay mo sa aming school. Of course, sa aming EPS, sa AP Social Studies, Sir Bernard Balitao, sa aking school head na Ma'am Cecilia Rigala, and of course sa aking department, and also our support din sa akin, Cesar Basilio, and of course sa ating Microsoft Philippines family, Ma'am Clarissa Segismundo, Ma'am Grace Co, and of course Sir Joe Mar. Siyempre, yung ating mga kaalon sa Wakelet Ambassadors na Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, talagang nakasubaybay sila doon sa ating comment sections para sumagot na agad doon sa mga tanong. And of course, yung ating Microsoft Education Ambassadors, Avengers, and Rangers na talagang full force na sa pag-support sa ating mga educators. And siyempre sa aking mga estudyante sa aking mga estudyante, hello po.
Yes, maraming salamat, Kap Mike. Yes, thank you so much, Kap Mike. And again, we're very much thankful po na kayo ay nakasama namin ngayong umaga. So, bago tayo mag-end, andito rin si Kap Glenn. Hello sa iyo, Kap. We hope na okay na yung internet connection mo dyan. Kumusta dyan sa iyong lugar?
Okay na po yung connection ko, Kap. Sana tuloy-tuloy na to. Nanggaling lang stream, katatapos ko lang sa Adobe session ko po with Sir Neil and Sir Alvin. So maraming salamat po sa nag-tune in po sa session natin ngayon. Sa lahat ng guro, kahit Labor Day ngayon, sumusubaybay pa rin kayo sa ating program sa EdTech Unit. Maraming salamat po.
Yes, maraming salamat, Kap Glenn. And para mas mapabuti namin ang aming mga succeeding na webinar sessions, maaari po ninyong sagutan ang ating training evaluation po na nakikita ninyo sa baba. That's https://mytechtalkwakelet. Again, for our training evaluation po, post-training evaluation, we will very appreciate po namin ang inyong pagsagot sa inyong sa ating training evaluation. That's https://mytechtalkwakelet. Kap Glenna, itong naka-flash naman sa atin ngayon ay
yung ways kung paano po kayo maka-access sa ating LMS. Ayan, you just have to log in sa ating training.deped.gov.ph. So, pwede po kayong gumamit ng any email dyan. So, mapa-personal man yan or yung Deped emails po, make sure lang na yung pangalan nyo ang nandun. Kasi syempre yun yung lalabas sa ating certificate. You just go to site home and then ICTS Educational Technology Unit Microsoft Courses, then hanapin nyo po yung Tech Talks May 2021 or can just go back to other courses na natapos na po. Team Replay.
Yay! Team Replay. So with that, again, maraming salamat sa ating mga minamahal na kaguruan. Ingat po kayo palagi. Stay strong and healthy. At again, mabuhay ang lahat ng ating mga manggagawa. Mabuhay po kayong lahat. So, selfie na lang tayo, Kap. Take a group photo. Yan, para pwede kayo mag-take ng selfie para sa anyong documentation, katulad ng ating mga trainings before. Maraming salamat po. Ayan. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you very much po.
Happy lunch!
Happy lunch!
Daghang salamat sa pagsama sa amin. Isa na namang makabuluhan at punong-puno ng kaalaman na talakayan ng ating mga Microsoft Education Experts tungkol sa epektibong paggamit ng teknolohiya para sa edukasyon. Sana ay marami tayong natutuhan sa araw na ito para sa ikauunlad ng ating mga sarili. Kaya ipagpatuloy lang ang pagsubaybay sa ating mga talakayan sa mga susunod nating My Tech Talk webinar or training sessions for teachers and students. Dahil lamang ang may alam.
Tama, Sir Glenny. At huwag kalimutang mag-like at subscribe sa ating Deped EdTech Unit, FB page, and YouTube channel. Napapanood ito ng live sa Deped tayo at Deped Philippines social media accounts. Sa hindi nakaabot, huwag mag-alala dahil recorded ang mga webinar session nito na pwedeng balik-balikan 24/7. I-share mo na ang good vibes ng My Tech Talk webinar. Kita-kits tayo sa susunod!